Hello and welcome to the Kobold Cafe. Today we're playing Upsilon Transcending and adventuring GURPS 4th edition. I am Luke, the GM, and with us we've got James.
Hey, I'm James. I play Sigrid.
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 We've got Lee.
Sigrid.
Hi, I'm Lee. I play Audrey, and she's definitely not a spy.
Definitely not a spy, stupid American spy, fascist. We've got Z Warrior.
Hey, I'm Z Warrior, and today I'll be... I don't know yet.
Ooh. You got options. We've got Tara.
Hey, I'm Tara. I play Lily. We'll see how I do today.
We've got Jared.
Hey, I'm Jared. I play Matthias. Nothing witty.
Nothing witty. We've got Everoth.
Hello, I'm Everett, and I play Lucius. And to him, everything is fine, just so far.
Just so far. We've not started yet, so that's about how long it normally stays fine. And last, we've got Colin.
Hi, I play Guy. Everybody else will pronounce it Guy. And I definitely am a spy, but not for any world power.
He's a spy!
Then you're not a spy.
Yeah, I think a spy without a government to work for is just a crook.
Well, I'm a spy for the future.
Some kind of voyeur.
That's fair.
So is a camera.
Spy is
Wow.
stopping our present.
Yeah.
Mind blown.
Yeah.
Well, last time... some time passed. New Year's Eve passed. Some of you hooked up. Some of you made some tools. You took that boat trip you'd been talking about to the coordinates received on a stolen Yakuza phone and found a bobbin crate anchored roughly into place, only drifted about 1 kilometre from where the coordinates were exactly. Took it to shore, enlisted the help of an innocent friend who was very upset about being enlisted to unlock it. Demanded that you never ask her to return, or at least never ask her to open anything again because, you know, she don't want to get deported.
I think she did that on the boat, too.
Yeah. And I think the boat's kind of just... So it's not actually Monday the 4th of January just yet. It is still Sunday afternoon. Boat making its way back to Nirvana. The captain probably like just walking back on deck right now. You've got a big old box of guns open. He's heading down. It's like, everything all right? Do you have a nice outing? Catch anything nice?
Audrey will get up and head his way quickly.
Yeah, Sigrid just like closes the thing.
Guy flips around and sits on top of it idly.
It does that cute thing. Someone were reaching inside to grab something and Sigrid snaps the lid shut on the fingers, cutting them all off.
Not it.
Well, that's a mean like, you could snap off all of Sigrid's fingers and...
Yeah, you should reverse that, really.
Yeah.
That'd make a lot more sense. You get it shut just in time, maybe. Yeah, why not? You all had a go at it. Audrey, roll me anything. Fast talk. You stood up to distract him immediately.
Sure.
Otherwise his eyes would fall straight to the suspicious group around the box.
Sex appeal.
Mm.
We're
I'd
going
take a
fast
sex
talk.
appeal. Success by 6. Oh, what's this you've brought aboard?
Oh, yeah, we've been great, but actually, I needed to talk to you about something. Could we see the engine room?
Yes, of course. It's just over here. Ready to...
And she'll make up some kind of bullshit to ask him about the engine, but while she keeps them away.
Alrighty.
But we're not. It's not like we're gonna be able to hide it. What are we
Figure
gonna do?
something out. She says with a glance.
Like, I might be able to move it if I could lift more. Or if we put it into smaller boxes.
I mean, I guess we could just transport them individually, and by we I mean you, because the distance is too far for me. Or we just keep it down here, and one of us stands guard and make sure that nobody gets nosy.
You only need
I
the
think-
crew on the boat while it's at sea. When it's docked, you can go and live on it, practically.
I'm pretty sure that we want the weapons off, and I could fill the box with something ridiculous. Audrey, can we stash these at your place? Oh, she left. I think we're stashing these at Audrey's.
Awesome.
Okay.
That works.
So I go into the med kit, grab some latex gloves, and then start moving the weapons.
All right.
So, as a reminder, the dogs are not happy that you're there, but it's a big place and you're clever.
Audrey's place has actually had some more construction. I spent more time than I intended to today on it.
Like, my whole plan was just to like go into a room where the dogs are not, close the door, and dump them in there.
Like I said, you're clever.
I love this
Oh,
balcony
hey,
on
you
the
used
second
the
level.
awesome stairs.
The awesome stairs. The invisible
Are they
ones.
still awesome?
Is it a glass balcony?
No, I
Yeah,
think,
the transparent effect.
I think it's just
Cool.
a railing there. But yep, Audrey's apartment is coming along nicely. Under construction. She's got the crew
Oh,
in
that is a
every
nice
day.
effect. I like that.
All union workers, so it takes a long time.
But they're not exploited
Yup, we are happy.
as much.
We exploit ourselves. All for this rich American spy.
Not a spy.
And then on one of my jumps, I am immediately calling that cell phone I'm supposed to call when I find shit like this. On my, on my burner.
Simon's.
Yeah, he has a burner too.
Yeah, he does.
Immediately calling that, and if he doesn't pick up, I'm leaving a message with all of the information.
Including where you're stashing the guns.
Not including where I'm stashing the guns.
There she goes again, getting us all in trouble.
I'm doing that at Audrey's apartment. You don't know I'm doing this.
The self-snitch instinct is strong in this one.
I was told I have a friend in the police department, and I have a burner phone that I'm supposed to contact him on.
We're gonna have to stop doing any illegal things with Lily.
No, it's great.
Yeah, we used her for transportation. Okay, go fuck off, and we'll meet you back in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of did do that with the Yakuza.
Speaking of Yakuza,
Yeah.
some familiar faces show up at the office building that they maintain. I know there's a couple of people shadowing that. One person in particular shadows it constantly. But I think
Yeah.
when you're making a jump to Audrey's apartment, which is fairly close by, not too far away from the Yakuza's place in the CBD, and you spot the tall, hot guy with a scar who got his nuts crushed.
Dickless?
Dickless shows up. We like a group of about 7 people, and they are all carrying big heavy bags.
Oh, by the gods, I just realized I didn't take any range limitation on my telecommunication.
Wait, so you have global telecommunications?
I think
Global
telecommunication
owl.
has built-in ranges.
Oh, okay, good. I was about to say.
But they're pretty long.
Yeah, it's like IQ check at long-range modifiers. I'm pretty sure.
That sounds right.
Still, that's pretty good.
So
With
yeah, it's
focus,
like a -5 to get from the boat to the island, probably. When it were at its furthest away from it, at most. That could be way off. I should check the long-range modifiers to be certain.
But any which way, when I get close, I spot them with bags,
Yep,
which I'll
-5
also
was
my snitch report.
very accurate. So it seems like the box is getting emptied slowly on the boat journey back.
Maybe not even back. We could hang out there, and then I'm gonna come back with something really stupid to put in the box.
Should we go hook it back up where we found it?
No, I was thinking just so when, the guy inevitably is like, what was in the box? We open it up and there's like a bunch of like alcohol in it or something.
I was thinking like inflated helium balloons, but again, for the people that were supposed to pick up guns.
Sprinkling
I mean, we're-
snakes.
We want them to have. Okay. If we're putting it back, then yes, definitely putting inflated balloons and confetti on springs, not confetti. Of all
Glitter.
the
Oh God,
Or
glitter.
some sort of a tracker.
And my hand in a lewd gesture.
Actually, the tracker's not a bad idea. What do I need to roll to know where to buy that?
I don't think you can buy that commercially on Nirvana at the present time.
Well, then we're not doing that, and it's getting filled with helium balloons and glitter.
God, and if you put the glitter on the balloons as they fly up, they'll rain it down on everyone.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, sold.
Can I get just one warp check?
What range?
I forgot how far away you were from the island. Maybe
3 kilometers, 16 kilometers, 160 kilometers.
Probably between 16 and 160.
And I'm using prep times on these.
Uh-huh. You've got an hour. It's a big box of guns. It'd take a few trips, though. You can carry up to a medium load.
Which is like 300 pounds.
Uh-huh. Okay, so even it wouldn't even be 10 trips, really. And you
And
succeeded.
I take like 30 seconds on each trip. I don't want to screw this up.
I'm happy with that.
The
Success by
Restaurant
9.
with, like an AK-47.
Yep. Well, yeah, Audrey's apartment is full of guns.
Is that before or after?
Not at Liberty. But after, definitely.
And I think I move up to heavy as my 480.
Cool.
But I could double check that. Wait, it's I get it there. And I was
Yeah.
wearing gloves the entire time.
The latex gloves, aye.
But a boat day also sounds pretty good. Like this doesn't have to just be business. So
We owe the rest of the day on the yacht.
Yeah, it's only like lunchtime now. I'm sure there's a splendid buffet that the crew will set up. Lots of seafood.
And I will, when I'm using the quote unquote bathroom, I'll pop the box where it's supposed to be, and that's that.
Cool. It'd take another boat trip out to put it back. The box on its own's still too heavy for you.
Oh, really? Wow.
And in fact, I think you've lost the chain, so you just have to float it back out there. Because when you unhooked it from its anchor, that did not
Oh,
also
I didn't
float.
think
Just
about that.
sank, yeah.
True.
Okay, we can leave it floating out. Unless we need a big, probably bulletproof box.
I mean, it's kind of handy. I mean,
You
Where are
got
we
some
gonna put the
guns.
guns?
You could shoot it, see if it's bulletproof. Stick Sigrid in it and shoot it a bunch.
there have to be easier ways to test things.
Nope.
What's easier than using Sigrid?
Not just using Sigrid.
Well-
Yeah, we don't want to run out of Sigrid.
Unless anyone's got any major scenes they'd like to accomplish on your luxurious boat trip.
No.
Nope.
And what are you going to do with that box? Keep or trash?
We can just hook it up to the boat and like drag it along.
I mean, really, it could just stay in the boat. There's nothing illegal about the box.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like these guys are gonna talk to Mila personally.
I have. Oh, I can't. It's too heavy. God damn it.
But I mean, like, we could hire a delivery service if you wanted to have it taken somewhere.
Oh, I was gonna just pop it in front of their front door at their offices because it's funny.
I mean, we could still hire a delivery service. It would just be really mean to the delivery service.
Luke, I assume when I called, I just leave a message, correct?
Yeah, sorry about that. It went to an answer machine.
So I'll give less information on the message and just tell him to call me.
All right. What time does everyone get sick of being on a boat and ask it to turn back?
I mean, I'm pretty sure Sigrid's quite comfortable chilling in a boat.
For the rest
Drinking.
of her life.
Like this is warm. This is weird.
Yeah, probably when like the sun starts getting low.
Yeah,
But-
I think as the sun starts getting low, they'd start heading closer to the island, or at least ask if that's all right. And
Yeah,
then
of course.
just cruise around the island if you were still wanting to party on the boat into the night.
Yeah, I guess actually we should. And now that the guns are all gone, maybe we should invite other people here. Just we told Mila we were gonna have a party. Maybe we should
Actually have a
bit of a
Yeah,
party. Like,
makes sense.
I feel like that's what we've already
as-
been doing.
well, yeah. I mean, but like
But like, we'll take the boat back to dock and like invite people out to join us.
this seems like a perfect place to have an alibi.
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah, we'll invite Phil and all the other guys over.
There were a question last week about whether the boat would still be loaned, and I said it had been promised to Guy, so of course it would be. Except Guy is a known wanted terrorist by the state, and Mila would no longer be willing to loan him her boat. So I think when Sigrid announced that she'd managed to arrange the guardianship, she was like, "So we take boat trips still, me and Lily?" And Mila were like, "Yeah, okay, thumbs up. How's that sound for a retcon?"
That works.
Yeah. It wouldn't have even been an issue if I'd not heard myself saying that it'd been promised to Guy, but no. Mila watches the news, bro. She knows that she had a terrorist in her house at her evil, terrible, ungrateful daughter's hands. Not you, Sigrid, you're perfect.
Not playing favorites.
I mean, I told her the honest to God truth almost every time.
That's all I ever wanted.
Like,
And I'm the
like
snitch.
at this point, she's got to totally like start realizing that I'm telling the truth because, like, every time I do, Lily is just like back there, like, no.
Well,
Hey, my sarcasm truing was perfect. I don't know what you're talking.
it did kind of work. Sigrid supremely
I-
didn't want it to.
I feel like that would have required an acting check.
Probably should have. We passed that now.
Yeah, that's fair. Anyhow, party on the boat.
Yep.
Next day.
Lily, you do have anxiety about your tag fitting situation.
No shit. Did we ever get a call for Mr. Shadowcraft guy?
Mr. Shadowcraft.
The guy who told us he can teach us how to be good vigilantes.
Oh, the old guy. No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he said specifically he'd be in contact.
I think you've been keeping an eye out for him as well and almost definitely failed. You can give me an observation at probably like a -5 for the whole island for this one guy. Or you can focus on areas that you've known him to be in before for more like just a -1.
I'm just gonna roll for the entire island. I'm not smart enough to do the other thing. I can't do minuses very well right now.
No worries.
So this is just straight up. So I fail.
Yeah, no, he's nowhere to be seen at the minute, but to be expected. It's a big place. There's lots of underground bits.
Ever get that phone call?
You do. So the next morning, you may be a bit hungover. I don't know. How did you?
Oh,
How-
she hasn't been drinking.
Very well. And yeah, your burner's ringing really early, like probably 6:30 a.m. on Monday.
Hello?
Did Colin just say something?
No,
I
I
did
did.
not.
He's setting his alarm.
Okay, I heard something in the
What?
background.
I didn't say anything.
Oh,
I think there was just a slight echo from somebody's mic.
okay.
Yeah, I don't have a mic. I'm so sorry. I'm in bed, sick.
No worries.
Or I don't have headphones because I have an ear infection, and that sounds terrible.
Understandable.
Can you meet me?
No.
No.
Oh, wait. This is him?
It's Simon's. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. What did he say?
Can you meet?
Yeah. Where?
I'm gonna get some hot dogs.
All right. I'll look at the hot dog stands. Do I see him?
Yeah, you'd find him after a couple of minutes. I don't even need a check.
All right, I'll pop over there.
Mm-hmm. He's bought 2 and he holds one out to you. Vegetable hot dogs, obviously.
Of course.
Do you take it?
So, I take it, smother it in ketchup, because I'm a heathenist American, or originally.
You're not in Kansas anymore. Kansas ain't in Kansas anymore.
So, I found a lot of stuff that you probably don't want on the island.
What have you done with it?
Stashed it for now, because I keep getting in trouble when I do the right thing and turning it in.
Is it somewhere safe?
Yes?
Hmm.
And then I'll open up a notebook and read off very quietly to him some of the models.
He looks confused at first, but then you say a couple of things and his eyes widen a bit. Where did you find these?
In the ocean. I'll give him the GPS coordinates that I've written down.
Where is this?
In the ocean.
Just open water.
There's a buoy.
He just looks angry, confused. Who did they belong to? The same people?
That's my guess.
He sighs a bit. He's like, alright. Please don't let him get found or used.
Like, what the hell am I supposed to do with them?
Destroy him if you can. That'd be my preferred option.
Oh, like, I know how to dispose of this kind of material. Dude, I graduated last year, high school. I don't, yeah.
I don't know, go to a craft shop and buy some, like, 2-part epoxy.
Just drop them in the ocean?
Yeah. Put them back where you found them, but without a buoy.
Alright, fine. Just figured you wanted to know, because you wanted to know this stuff.
Yeah. No, thanks.
Also, there have been a bunch of bags moving in and out of address name.
He looks nervous and, like, spins around a bunch when you say the address. He's like, okay. Do you know what's in them?
I haven't checked yet. Do you want me to?
No, I don't want you to do anything. Obviously.
Does he, like, wink or any bullshit like that?
No.
This sounds like a job for Lily and Matthias, or not Matthias, crap. What's your character's name again? I can't remember.
Lucius.
Lucius, the breaking and entering twins.
Well, you're getting a tracking tag fitted in just a few hours.
Yeah, I figure I should drop Ever off before then. And anyone else that wants to go with him in the Shadow Realm while I get fitted. So I would have nothing to do with it.
I can only carry up to medium my lifting weight. It's not much.
Guess this is your show, Ev.
Yep.
But I don't know. Leave it up to the group. I can only do it for the next couple hours. Well, thanks, buddy. I gotta go. You have a good one. I'll just scarf down the hot dog in peace. Unless he stops me.
No. He leaves just as quickly as you do. Maybe not quite as quickly. He has to use his legs in a vehicle.
Yeah, I'll call him, or actually now I'll call him. I'm in your bedroom, Ev.
All right.
Like a creep hovering over your bed.
I guess it would be Lucius would be coming out of his a date with Laura, and he's just like tossing some books away, tossing some his backpack to the side. He lights up a cigarette. He notices you the first time he enters his room, but he's just so nonchalantly about it at this point of knowing you that, hey, Lily, what you got?
But I'll give you the skinny about bags moving in and out of this place, and that it's probably sketchy, and maybe you should take one of the bags or open it and see what's going on inside, because I have to get fitted for this stupid thing, so I can't do it.
Hmm. Can you get me out once I'm done?
Nope, because I have to get fitted for this stupid thing.
Got it.
And then afterwards, I'll be tracked, and I can never help you guys again.
Hmm. Well, I'll do it. But you owe me a solid for when you're finally able to move without a tracker.
Oh, we just mumble, poof away.
He just goes like, "This is gonna be hard, but yeah, can do this." And he starts preparing.
Pop back in. Oh, you might want to tell the rest of the guys they're tapping our phones. Pop back out.
Will do. So I guess he is gonna send a message to Audrey and Matthias to meet him at Trent's store.
Alrighty.
Matthias will head there.
Likewise.
He's gonna pack with everything he can get his hands on that can help him, like gloves, any crowbar or anything that he could use to pry or break open, or something that would not require me much investment. That is very normal to have in a house. If that's okay, Luke.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. So some tools.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Just some tools that can fit in my backpack. I don't want any more than that.
Like hammer, screwdriver, stuff like that.
Yeah, and a pack of cigarettes and a lighter.
Yeah, I don't think you've got a crowbar in your residence, but you've got a couple of decent-sized hammers.
Maybe some some pliers of some sort.
Pliers, whatever I can get from the toolbox or the gardening kit that I got when I moved, when I started doing tools or whatever.
All right.
When I go to Trins, I just tell them that they might be tapping us our communications, that Lily asked me to do this specific thing, and that if I don't report or anything, just see if you can find me. Can't think of anything better right now. Sorry.
What are you gonna do?
Lily wants me to go and check whatever is on those bags that she's moving. I'm gonna do my best just to go there unnoticed, even if last time did not went as well as I thought.
So you're gonna try to steal a bag from the Yakuza?
Nah, that would be too much. At most, I'm planning on taking a picture.
So Trent's shop is currently closed, which is a bit strange.
Oh,
So
so
we're
I
sort of
guess we're
standing outside
outside.
it.
Yeah. Who did you say? So Matthias, you're here as well.
Yep.
Guy, I think you might have arrived just for fun, but Trent's not inside the store anywhere. But
Wonder what happened.
you'd spot these
Sorry.
three losers outside in the street talking to each other, wondering what the hell happened to.
Love you too, Luke.
Is the machine in there still?
Yeah, it beeps happily when you appear inside.
No, not that fucking machine. Fuck
lights.
that machine. That machine can eat a dick. I'm talking about the other machine for the monowire.
Yeah, but Trent's pushed it to the side, and on the desk where you'd been working on a few pieces, he's like opened up a couple new notepads and almost filled them already on some nonsense. He's definitely sketched little things that look like that thing he stuffed in his belly button. The gift from the other guy.
Oh yeah. And there are no Trents here.
No Trent's here. You've probably been all through the house by this point. And yeah. There's still stuff about. It's not quite Mary Celeste. It is legit just like Trent's not home right now.
Okay. So we're trespassing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, we're outside.
Yeah.
You were trespassing briefly.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm trespassing. I'll open up the door. I don't think he's here.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Hey.
wonder what happened to him.
Hey, y'all kids. Someone's whistling at you from a car
Oh,
across
also,
the
actually,
street.
for getting here, sorry, you were talking to answering every question, and suddenly we're right here.
Sorry.
Can Matthias spend a point in driving?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, then he will show up with. Have shown up with his 1965 Berezina. That's the name of a river in Belarus. Because they don't have a domestic, like their own car.
Is it a
production.
nice classic car or a
Uh,
crappy classic car?
It's
Crappy.
crappy. I don't think it's domestic from Belarus. That's just where it happens to be imported from.
Is it at least as
Well,
reliable as the
in
ladder?
Nirvana universe, they now have their own domestic industry.
True that.
Or at least they did at the time.
Well, you know, it's part of the USSR, so it's Soviet powerful worker industry. Revisionist, according to some. China, that is.
Look in the direction of the guy that called us out, though.
Yeah. Hi. It's me. It's that old guy.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
He looks around.
Hi.
Wave.
He pokes his head out truck window. Where's the redhead and the floaty one? He wiggles his hand like, whoa.
I don't know.
Lucy shrugs.
Shrugs.
There's someone y'all should talk to. Her in particular.
Sigrid?
No, the floaty one.
You got any address or who or a name?
They're doing community service right now. Might be that the floaty one gets put on the same community service. Might not be. Either way, it's at this hospital every night, except Sundays.
Thanks. Well,
Does this person have a name?
You'll know
Or a,
them when you see
or a
them.
description?
They stick out like a sore thumb.
I mean, if we go to an emergency room, there's going to be a lot of weirdos.
yeah, that's gonna be hard to spot.
Sorry, this is a GM failing rather than an old man failing. They won't be dressed in scrubs. I hear they'll be wearing leather jacket, probably jeans. They may not look wholly sanitary for a hospital environment.
Then why are they in a hospital environment? Lucius will less curious and confused about the
Every
people.
night?
Yeah.
They're on call, just in case.
I guess he's just some sort of eccentric doctor.
Yeah, well, let's go with that one.
All right, well, we'll be sure to let him know and swing by later, I guess.
Oh yeah, and Lucius. Maybe wait. Maybe hold off till tonight on that one.
He's gonna stand there like a little bit in awe, but trying to just go like sure, I guess I'll call Lara tomorrow then.
Yeah, do that. This morning's not the morning. I'd like to talk to y'all, Redhead 2, and the floaty one. He does his hand wiggle again.
I mean, you want me to call him?
Nah.
She is getting her tracker fitted, so Perhaps,
This evening, after
Yeah.
you've spoken to the person at the hospital, you can come meet me at this place, not before you've spoken to the person at the hospital.
and what are we speaking to them about?
You'll know when you speak to him.
Is this going to
Okay.
be like every conversation we have?
Hopefully.
You'll give us almost no information, and then we walk into things blind.
It's certainly entertaining to me.
Oh, that's the most important thing, sir.
I wouldn't ask you to do anything blind. Hell, I'm telling you everything that'll give you your glasses you need to see what's going on. Anyway, I'm out of here. And he turns engine over on his car and it rumbles. It's got a petrol engine. And then he says, "Oh, whoops," and flips a switch. And the engine turns off, and then he drives away in an electric mode.
I need to get one of those.
So by the redhead, I assume that he means
Sigrid?
Trent.
Sigrid, that I didn't remember what color Trent's hair was because I'm focused on the color of his skin all the time.
Wow.
It's
Damn,
a skin
racist.
condition.
Super racist.
Did you
American,
just say it's a
jeez.
skin condition? Helena just like punched something in a bedroom instinctively. Like, why do I want to spit on Lucius all of a sudden?
All right. Does anybody have a phone in Lily's phone number?
Yes.
You want to leave her a message and let her know that we should hang out and go to a hospital after she gets tattooed, her ears pierced.
Does
Perhaps
anyone
the hospital isn't the best place to. Should we be making that? She should be tracked.
The old guy knows that, though, and wants her to go there.
I mean, we could break Sigrid's arm or something.
Poor Sigrid.
You don't have to be hurt to go to the hospital.
All
Why don't
right.
you just say that she has a
And
cough?
Matthias will text her, and Sigrid. Or
And I
wait,
mean-
does Sigrid have a phone at this point?
I think she has one, and it makes noises, and every time she has to hand it to somebody, like,
I'm sure you could have been taught to press a
Your
button
illegal
by
drugs
now.
are in
That's-
the
that's a good-
mailbox.
that's a good point.
Officer, could you read this for me?
Text her. Yeah.
But yes, I can't read English.
Well, I'm sure there's plenty of nerds about right now. You are still obsessively making tools.
It's true.
And
Like,
just-
I can speak English. I can actually speak English fluently now.
Is Sigrid grinding smithing points or something?
yeah. Sigrid's just there with like 100,000 bars of copper. Turning out copper hammer after copper hammer after copper
Oh,
hammer.
her smithing skill will be 99 in no time.
That's good dedication.
Yeah, it's all
think-
good.
I think it's mostly just like, oh look, there's something on this island I know about how to do.
People love watching you do it. And you've
And
learned.
yeah, there's a bunch of nerds that like doing it with me.
Oh, Sigrid needs to pick up some nerd colloquialisms. What kind of shit do the nerds say in the 90s?
Wizard.
Yeah, that's very wizard.
Dot matrix.
Matrix is.
Leet.
Let's do
Leet.
that. Yeah.
Dot matrix, I think he said.
Yes, dot matrix, like the printers.
Leet.
Lead.
Leet.
That's true.
I don't know when's Counter Strike released.
1997.
Whenever the original Half-Life came out.
with the orange box, right?
No, the orange box was when they bundled everything together.
2000.
okay.
It's like the
90s
era of Doom.
slang.
2000.
98
so-
was when the original Half-Life came out.
Leet does
Booyah!
not exist yet,
Oh, I
The
was so close.
bomb,
but
Oh,
all
I
that,
remember
the
the
bag of
bomb.
chips.
all that.
That's
As
the Midwest
if.
thing.
What is happening?
I have no
90s.
idea.
Slower than 4 megabytes of
Getting
RAM.
jiggy.
4 megabytes of RAM. You what, pal? I remember upgrading to 512 megahertz of RAM. Wait, no, what? No, it must have been 512 megabytes of RAM. What am I on about? I think I had a 512 megahertz processor. So diverged, yeah.
I
That's
think we make plans to gather later at near the hospital. We probably shouldn't meet at the hospital.
But you make plans to meet up with Sigrid and Lily. Nerds translate
Mhm.
text for Sigrid, who wipes sweat off her brow, sticks a sausage in her mouth, and carries on smithing. Does anyone accompany Lily to the tag fitting appointment out of support? Does Lily want any accompaniment?
I mean, her lawyer's there to object because there's still an appeal happening.
Yep. Your appeal is refused at the very last moment. And the tracker is fitted. Your community service hours are reduced. I can't remember how many I gave you.
1,000.
1,000. Yeah, I think it goes down to 200 hours of community service. But you've still got to report daily. And you're going to be wearing the tracker for at least 2 months.
Fun.
Anyone providing moral support?
Yeah, sure.
Trent is
Sorry, that
meant to
was
be
me.
here as well. He's not being fitted with a tracker, but he will be given his community service final sentence. And he is not in attendance. His immediate arrest is ordered by the court in order to serve him with his sentence and fit him with his tracker, as he's refused to submit for power evaluation.
Wait, seriously, he... Okay.
He's running. Damn.
That's how it seems like at the minute. And yeah, it is just an ankle monitor. Is how it looks. Small cigarette packet sized black plastic box on a rubberized strap that goes around your ankle.
Wow, Luke, you've got some familiarity with these.
I've seen them on TV.
There some kind of mechanism.
That pause had me really worried that I'd actually struck a nerve.
Yeah. No.
We've all seen it, man.
Yeah, okay.
So, will it freak out if I take it off?
Yeah. Do not take it off. Do not attempt to take it off.
What if she showers?
It's waterproof.
How does it know when I take it? I'm gonna be. Do I at least know how I know when to take it off during my research? I made those rolls.
Yeah, you did learn a fair bit about it. You just did not learn any way to spoof it that you can think of yet. The thing is pretty
Well,
robust.
I can take it off super easy. I have selective warp, so.
Yeah, you could take it off super easily, but it would recognize that you were no longer attached to it. It reads your pulse constantly.
Yet those things read the fact that you're sweating.
So we gotta warp it onto a pig.
Potentially. Is it just the tracking monitor, or does it also like surveil?
If it is for Lily, it might track location or GPS.
It has got some components listed as being in it from your research, Lily, that would suggest it has got a short-range audio recorder in it and transmitter.
All right, then when Audrey shows up for moral support afterwards, I'm gonna call a mini owl down over and place it on her shoulder.
Woohoo!
What's that about?
I'm not going anywhere other than everywhere else. I'll see you later. Keep this
Just,
with you.
just you're gonna have to come, or you're gonna want to come.
I point at it and do tap on my ear.
She attempts to make mental contact with you. To the hospital, she says in your mind.
I'm used to this shit, so yeah, we're going, and who knows what the person's gonna say.
Oh yeah, obviously Lily saw all that.
Fair. Okay.
Just keep squeakums with you, and I'm gonna be pissing some Pearl monitors off.
Have fun.
And I proceed while they're doing this, and I'm listening in with squeaks, and I'm teleporting everywhere all the time.
You just do not stop. You do not rest for more than a minute.
Like, I'll stop for food and other things to entertain myself, but I'm in a snarky mood. I'm spending the rest of the day just warping everywhere.
That's amazing.
And I don't know what the mental connection does, but can I still talk back to you now?
Mm-hmm. So long as she maintains the concentration.
Cool. And I have squeaks to listen into if you have to break it. Otherwise, I'm all but there. So yeah.
Cool. Also, I kind of love that you're doing a denial of service attack on their system.
Lily's doing some kind of weird reverse self-isolating whilst communicating with people as if she were self-isolating. If Lily had a very infectious disease right now, this would be the perfect way to get it spread.
Everywhere. Yep.
Just warp to every door handle and lick it. Rub your infected ear on it.
And just to let you know, Luke, it's not limited to all over the island. Height is a thing, so sometimes it's just like a kilometer freaking up.
Got ya. How would everyone else like to spend the day? Let's start with Sigrid. Is your day going to be spent full of smithing?
I mean, yeah, I'm sure there's a bit of smithing in there, but I think, I don't know. I think at this point, like, I'm making friends with some people, and it seems like a good time to hang out with some of those friends.
Goeth for it.
Yeah. I don't know. Anybody want to hang out?
Sure.
All right.
So classes,
Matthias will go too.
university classes don't technically start up until next Monday.
Yep. We've got some free time.
University buildings are back open now, you know, like the libraries and stuff full time. I don't think they ever really closed, actually. But more people are knocking about, I'm sure. You see a lot more people studying because there are some exams that happen after Christmas in certain subjects.
Cool.
And who's meeting up? Everyone?
Not
Everyone
me.
except Trent. Not Guy.
Luciusco will hang out and call Lara to have some time before he has to do the mission the next day, as he has no idea why he's being suggested to do that, but might be a good idea to do so.
Sigurd, it's like, what are we doing tonight?
We need to meet up with one of the old guy's contacts. I think he's going to help us out.
You know what? We're almost at a perfect time for a break. Let's have a quick break because I'm busting as usual. We'll be right back in 5 minutes if no one's got any complaints and no one wants to do anything before arriving at the hospital, because that's where I'm planning on dropping you back in.
I do want to do something before the hospital.
All right, go on. I can last a minute or
I'm
two.
sorry.
No, go ahead.
I just want to try and get that machine up and running so I can cut some lengths of the monowire.
Okay, so you stay in Trent's shop for a bit. Trent does come back at one point.
Oh.
A couple of them. And he'll say, oh, yeah, I got that machine up and running, like, last night. Yeah, it's fine. Cut as many lengths as you want. It takes, like, 5 minutes a length at the minute.
Awesome.
I've got it hooked up. I'm really busy right now. Feel free to stick around, though, or whatever.
Anything I can help with?
No, I'm good. You do you. In fact, it's probably better if we're not near to each other. Sorry if I'm playing Trent a bit weird, Z Warrior. And I'm sure everyone's confused
That's okay.
as to why Z Warrior's body's been hijacked by me.
Yeah, yeah.
Mysterious.
Only out of character. In character, we're fine.
But, oh, yeah. I'll stick around, if they don't, foreclose on my shop or whatever. I've got plans. What are they gonna do? Deport me? They're a joke. They still don't know who you are, and you're apparently, like, the #1 wanted person on the island.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But yeah, I just came for some things, and he scoops up the notepads that were on the desk he'd cleared.
All right, well, cheers.
Along with a couple of other things. And then the machine beeps kind of anxiously as he's leaving. Boo 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 boo.
Oh.
And he just stops. The anime background darkens. And the lighting goes over Trent's eyes. And he turns and gives it an evil smile. And he says, oh, don't worry. I'll be back for you, my dear. And then the door jingles as he pushes it open and rushes out. And then the machine, boo, 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 boo. Play, 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 win a scarf. It tries. It gives up after a few minutes, though, as you spend your afternoon cutting monowire lengths.
Store them in a drawer. Full of my various lengths of monowire.
Oh, that is not a drawer you want to reach into. When you get home drunk and you're looking for a new battery for your vibrator. I don't know what you'd be looking for a battery for when you were drunk. I think it's a good time for that break, unless anyone else wants to jump in. No, we'll be right back. We're back. Good timing. Obviously waiting for that.
Yep.
Lily has had an ankle monitor fitted. That creepy old man that set a world-famous capsule player against you showed up again to say that you should take Lily in particular to meet someone who's doing community service at a hospital. Someone who is very unhygienic, will not wear hospital garb, and altogether you will recognize when you see him.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Mm-hmm.
That's not prescient at all, is it?
Right?
And it's coming upon that time. Lily was told to meet in person, but she's been warping all over the island all day to piss off her parole officers. So I'm not sure if she is going to show up at the hospital itself.
I have an owl and a mental connection, and if I'm needed, I will be there.
All right. It's 8 p.m. Or 8 p.m. is when this person's shift allegedly starts.
Probably be there a little earlier.
The hospital is not in a nice place. I forget where the industrial district is. Is it this red
Big
one
red
here?
thing at the top.
Yeah. So it's actually not that far away from Sigrid's place. It's on the other side of the hill from the CBD. But there are some deep blocks here, and there's some residential space that is very old. And there is an extremely old hospital that has kind of been neglected and not upgraded in a long time. It seems like when you arrive at it, deep underground, very tiny place. And yeah, this is the place. Who's here?
I'm here.
Audrey,
I'm there.
Yep.
Not Lily, though.
Audrey is presuming that Lily will arrive, or not, depending on whether or not this guy shows.
Question is, are they going to let you take an owl into the hospital?
It's a service owl.
Right.
And it's one of the tiny ones. She could literally put it in a pocket.
Mhm.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's super cute, this owl.
Yeah, I'm much happier about having carried this owl around all day now.
And it's just been on your
It's like,
shoulder all
something
day.
like a baseball size. It is one of those tiny ass little adorable.
No, I
cats.
mean, she's got a purse, so I imagine the owl's sort of living in the purse, poking its head out occasionally.
Tourists love the owls on Nirvana because it's so strange. And a book just came out written by someone who will, in the future, be revealed to be a supervillain who I will have you kill. And owls feature prominently in that book.
Nice.
It's also probably heavily plagiarized. And once again, the author is a terrible, terrible shit person. And people can give me observations. Do you go into the hospital? Do you wait outside?
Yeah.
You go in?
I'll go in. I just want to point out, in case it's relevant, that instead of having to warp in my pistol, it's in a holster in like the small of my back under a jean jacket or something.
Cool. Very
Sigrid
gangster.
has a similar thing going on with a hatchet.
That's a great zoom in X-ray vision moment on your two backs as you walk in. Guy first with a gun and then Sigrid with an axe stuffed down back of her trousers.
Hey, remind me after this. I have a present for you.
I like present. Oh wait, hold on. Oh snap! Sigrid looks at you and says, "Oh snap!"
I have
Was
no
that
comment.
the present?
Lucius gives you a pat on the back and says, "Well done, Sigrid."
Getting good at that.
I learned from nerd.
Makes sense.
It's a very small, bare-looking accident and emergency waiting area. There is a glass screen through which you can speak to what looks like a nurse. There are a few people in the waiting area, including someone who's, got a bandaged and bloody stump that he is cradling. And
They say, sorry.
Go on.
No, go ahead.
The way that they describe it was very unhygienic. Could I roll a smell and see if I pick up something bad
Yeah, you
on the
can-
hospital?
Anyone can roll smell if they want.
Lily.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not going to roll smell in a hospital. Sorry.
Yeah, right?
It's mostly antiseptic-y. It's not too bad, but there is that background hint of vomit. And just behind you as you walk in as a crowd, like a very, very bad smelling person walks in. Smells like they might have pooped the pants.
Does that look like the person? Oh no, wait.
Maybe, you don't know. You were just told that you'd know him when you see him. I think this person's usually late to the community service. Does that sound like something you'd be, Z Warrior?
Probably.
Yeah.
Hmm. So if he's normally late, they might not be here yet.
But you don't know that for sure.
Hmm.
Well,
So,
let's
What?
flipboard meet.
Why we here?
Let's go sit down over here so we can talk. Once we're a little bit more private. One of the old man's people. We're supposed to meet up with him.
Okay. What he look like?
Like he doesn't belong here. Shrug.
Yeah, like leather coat,
Like-
street clothes, not no dog.
Like us, but worse.
Hero
Yeah.
pointed that at Maya's, like that smelly guy.
Skip ahead then, yeah. Someone walks in. Someone walks in who I don't need rolls because you're at a plus 50 to see this guy for the first time. Care to describe yourself, Myas?
Yeah. A skeleton with a leather jacket, jeans, army boots. Somehow, someone managed to convince him to wear a white lab coat, what seems, over his usual outfit, and he's coming out of a ward, like mumbling something to himself.
Oh,
Ach, du
that makes
Scheiße.
sense.
You just openly stares. Doesn't say like she was about to say something and speechless.
Sigurd just like walks over to Maya's.
I'm pretty sure the bio and info on this will be hideously wrong if you can see that.
Yeah, it's a bit outdated.
Yeah, should just clear those boxes really. But the picture is new and updated.
Yeah, that's a good picture.
I fucking love Hero Forge, it's amazing. The penguin is not with him right now, but that's a teaser for what's to come.
Yeah.
Did I go to school with this guy?
You might have met him once or twice. They are around your age group.
And I know who he is.
Yeah, oh yeah. I was like, why? Oh yeah, right, that's why.
Oh, excuse me, Myas. And I'll kind of like, I'm sorry, I'm gesturing and nobody can see me. Wave my hand so everybody else knows to follow.
Do I know the person calling my name?
No, you've never seen me before.
You might recognize. Nope, Lily's not there.
We get closer, and Sigurd just says, "What's up, home skillet?"
No, yeah, you've cracked it. This is what 90s nerds sound like.
Wait a minute. I know you. I saw you on TV. Yeah, you're the punk kid that got brought in for vigilantism. He puts his hand forward.
It's bony.
Boney.
As if to shake.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sigurd will do that like arm clasp thing.
Yeah, he picks up on it and greets you. Well done.
I went to school with this guy.
Oh.
You did, yeah.
Is that in the head
Oh,
or are you
In the
here?
head.
Okay.
Audrey will get up and head over also.
I think we have a friend in common. I'll hold out my hand. It's Guy.
Okay. friend is this you're referring to?
Lily?
No, I was talking about the geriatric guy, but yeah, do you know Lily?
Yeah, yeah, I know her.
So we have two friends in common. The weird, creepy old guy and Lily.
Oh, the old man. Okay. Oh, yeah. You'll notice that the skeleton head kind of shifts a little bit, and he kind of seems to be staring at her hidden gun.
It's just that crane over your shoulder look.
Oh, okay. What is it I'm supposed to do for you?
He wasn't super clear on that, but I'll kind of lean forward and put my head next to where an ear would be if I wasn't talking to a bear's skull. I think it has something to do with the fact that we may be putting together a team of vigilantes to protect Nirvana. Any interest in something like that?
Maya,
Yeah, I'm interested, but vigilantes for the old man. You gotta be fucking joking. Oh my god, kids nowadays. And you're kind of
how old
old
are
for
you?
a kid. No, I'm talking about you, and you're already kind of old for a kid.
Oh, I'm not a kid.
Yeah, so why do you fall for this kind of bullshit?
I mean, it was that or become a fugitive, so can I shrug?
You're
Yeah.
dead.
Are you our contact or not?
He's our contact.
everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely
He's
smells
dead.
bad as you get close. When you leaned in to whisper, you smell. It smells like when you open a fridge in a rented apartment that like has been unoccupied for a year.
Yeah.
Like that's
Smells
coming
Nobody
from.
knows how to deal
food.
with single hunters.
People can give me searches off the top of the heads if they've got it at -5. I think also body language at a -5 because it'd be hard to spot just because he's got weird body language anyway. What we not having muscles or skin. Those are kind of prerequisites for body language.
To you said they can give you those rolls
I'd,
to what?
to spot something about Myas that may be spottable.
Wait, could we just roll straight up perception?
I would take a straight up perception, but that'll be at heavier penalties. It looks like Audrey makes it though. Gitu? This guy's wearing an ankle monitor. This guy's wearing 2 ankle monitors, one on each leg.
I think the old man was hoping you might be able to help us with something, and she'll openly look at one of his ankles.
He looks down and yeah, I kind of like it. Okay, he takes off the white lab coat, tosses it aside. I think I'm done here for today. Yes, I am done here for today. Enough of playing doctor.
A doctor walks out behind. He's got like a long lizard tongue poking out of his mouth, like between his teeth, and he's just like, Myeth, you're never going to make up your community service hours if you keep leaving. I mean, I'm lenient. I don't think we'll need you tonight, but you've been coming
Good.
here for 3 years now, and you've only got like 70 hours of community service left for the past 1.
Yeah, well, what can I do? I perform his surgeries in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's great, but We don't really need to do many third wraith here.
Exactly. Well, guess I'll see you tomorrow, or maybe the day after.
He rolls his eyes. Licks his lips big. Like licks his eyeball. His tongue rolls over his eyeball. He's like, okay, see you tomorrow, Myeth.
All right, let's get out of here.
Yep.
You're dead.
That's one way of looking at it. Yeah.
I give an address nearby at a park. There's a park near me.
Get over here, guys.
There's a park nearby. There's a few.
Audrey gets an exact location.
And Audrey will lead the group over to the park.
In fact, above ground, you've not really had a West Coast adventure yet. Well, you have. You were over at Parliament. But you've definitely not been in this area.
And there are like 3 or 4 extra large pizzas sitting on a park bench or park
Oh.
table.
Tasty.
Oh, good call. Dive in.
Nice.
Hey, Lily.
Sigurd grabs a pie.
Just
How
in
much
time.
of us have increased consumption? There is quite a bit of pizza here.
Oh, yeah.
Lucius will grab a slice of pepperoni.
Pseudo pepperoni.
Tofu pepperoni or vegetarian pepperoni?
Soyaroni.
That. Thank you.
Audrey frowns at the food.
Spiruloni.
But yes, there is food to be had.
Blue pepperonis. They taste right, but they blue.
Yeah, might as well grab some as well.
Did
So-
I catch that your name was Maya?
Yeah,
Hi, I'm Audrey.
nice to meet you. How you doing?
It's chewing the pizza and cheese is like stringing between its teeth and clumped up globs fall down and grease stains spread immediately on the like white tank top it's wearing underneath the leather jacket.
Yep.
You hear it like slapping on the park bench underneath it as it falls through its pelvis and into its jeans. But
Audrey will pretend to not mind.
it is gross. I will need. Oh, you know, yeah, there it is. You, you pretend to not mind.
Myas, I see you're still disgusting as ever.
Hey, get a skeleton eating beast. I'm hungry too, you know.
Lucius is gonna repeat again. Yeah, don't mind him. He's got a skin condition. And just continue eating.
I kinda need to have a skin first.
Well, that's your condition. You have no skin.
Wasn't the
So, I think maybe we were hoping you could help us out with some stuff.
Yeah. Who needs bashing?
I
What?
like this one.
Who needs bashing?
No, I meant like the
Someone you need to
monitor.
make- Oh,
But, I mean, bashing too, potentially in the future.
A few
Let's
people
keep all of our options.
maybe needed to put fingers to lips, but Audrey knows
right.
it already.
Nobody else does.
you need to make someone disappear.
No. We need to figure out a way to deal with that, and I'll gesture at Lily's ankle.
I can make that disappear.
Well, we don't want to, you know, get her in trouble by, you know, just having it disappear. There has to be spoofed.
Lucia's gonna make quotes as he says, "We need it taken care of."
I don't know if I can help you with that.
That's a lie, Myers, by the way.
What's a lie?
You can deal with it, or you know how to deal with it.
I mean, yeah, I can make it disappear, but they're gonna notice it.
Yours have been dealt with, so to speak.
He's telling you that you know the trick.
Yup.
No.
You can spoof these things. Caught at Gear too, but that were a while ago. We got people in the chat. Ahoy, my summer job. Do we know you?
Oh, probably someone new.
Hey, nice to have a viewer.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
Nice to have a viewer with a
Hello.
bunch of sexy kobold emojis, it looks like. I don't know, my eyes aren't great. I'm squinting. Some kind of cute little animals. Either way, it's good. I'm enjoying it.
So, who spoofs these things?
Whose boosts these things?
Who's boots the thing?
Yeah, who's gonna spoof the ankle monitor?
Anyone with a computer can do it, so long as they have the right software and the right peripheral. You have got a bunch of these peripherals. Tell me first, do you still have very similar disadvantages? Will you have similar disadvantages to what you had before? Myers.
Yeah, I just don't have the enemy anymore.
Okay. What about the... I think there were a duty tied into that. Is that gone as well?
Okay, you mean the gang?
Yeah.
No, I can roll with that.
Yeah, okay. Alright, nice, thank you. That's the main thing, because when you got an ankle monitor put on you, they wouldn't have been happy about that.
Yeah.
But they already had a way to deal with it.
Okay.
And that is with a piece of computer software that they have written, bought, paid for in some way. And if you install it, it's like a shortwave frequency device that plugs into a serial port in a computer. And it can be used to do a variety of things to the ankle monitor and make it believe a variety of things.
All right. I just remembered who did this for me. When I go there now, it's kind of a...
Yes.
Please.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Finishes off the last of your cricket pizza.
Ew.
Crunchy.
Seriously, not do meat at all?
They're bugs!
Audrey,
I drink some soda too.
It kind of cleans him off, but the flies approach. One of them gets stuck inside its skull for a while, just bashing about.
eventually escapes through the eyeball.
Yeah. It flies straight at one and everyone's like, breathes out that sigh. Oh, and then it does a 180 and flies right back in the other one.
Yeah, I'm gonna take them to whoever in the poison pill does the job.
Poison pill.
Are the gangs the same except for the robots?
No. No. Poison pill is a happy euphemism that can be used in this instance. And this is fine, because this will be a surprise to everyone.
Ooh.
So Maya said walk to the nearest tram stop, probably, I think. You'll follow him, get on it.
Yeah.
It's
Sure.
probably
No.
9 p.m. now. Trams are a bit light on a Monday evening. 4th of January, especially. People are still recovering from all the Saturnalia and then New Year. And Myas will step off the tram at a very familiar stop. I forget which one exactly it is. It's around here somewhere, I think.
You can also shift ping. Thank you.
I know we've not got everyone here, but it's a big enough clump for it to work.
Emojis moved back to remind us where this was.
Yeah, I should really mark it one day because I'm sure it's changed a bunch of times by now. But it's the tram stop that that is directly outside the elevator's entrance that leads to where Decadence X is. The Yakuza bar, where you first got into the fight.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll make sure a round is chambered and put it back in my belt.
Just like sneakily while you're on the tram, when you notice that your car's empty for a second.
I think it's more like when I get off at that stop and
Okay, yeah.
recognize where we are.
Pull your trousers up and rack your gun at the same time.
There you go.
Shoot yourself a new butthole at. And Miles will
By
get
the
in
way,
the
we
elevator.
didn't go quick to them yet. I'm still popping around.
But following, obviously, you see everything.
Now that she's got owl purse.
And yeah, you arrive at the floor that Decadence X is on.
I think at this point Sigurd's getting ready with that axe.
Where
Like,
are we
Sigurd's
going?
just walking. She's got her hand up the back of her sweater.
Myas, where are we going?
It's a bar, Myas.
Meeting up the guy that works these things. Oh, you guys been here before?
You
I
walk
mean,
around a
we've
corner,
been in this level before, yeah.
you hear the music. Disney Eurobeat. Kimi Hakimura, I forgot his name. It's just some good videos. It's extremely loud pumping Eurobeat coming from this door, though, that slides open and a Japanese person walks out and puts a cigarette in the mouth and lights it. Takes a deep drag, looks over at you. Really red in the cheeks and nose. Myas, you've probably seen this person before. None of the others recognize him. You are very thankful for.
Mm-hmm.
He looks over at you, like still holding his flame. He's squinting at all of you. He just says, "Konbanwa."
Oh,
Is-
Konnichiwa.
Is this Decadent?
Go on, Sigrid.
Is this the bar?
Yeah, you're outside the bar. I've got a map for it.
Like Decadence X?
It's Decadence X. This is where Myas has brought you. This is the place that does the thing.
Shit.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Well,
We drink coupons.
Yeah, you've still got a bunch of drink coupons.
I like to think the owl pops out of the purse with the coupons in its beak.
Ew, Trent, what is that? Never heard of it. I need to fix Myas' token. It's a bit bigger than the others'. And it's not got his name again, because I never associated it again. And he sees too much.
So yeah, I think Sigurd just looks over at Guy and like, so we just go in?
let's you and I wait out here.
I like how Guy's
Yeah.
got the crawling pro.
Oh yeah. I don't even remember why that happened.
You were in a gunfight the last time you were here.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. All right.
You hear
Oh,
the pooping sound.
yeah. So let's let Lily and Myas here go in alone, and we'll keep tabs on them somehow.
Guard
Grab
Hunway.
Audrey's arm.
Pardon?
She's coming in with me. She's a badass.
I'll be okay. And Audrey shifts her appearance.
Okay.
Oh, did you turn into the Japanese girl again?
Can you do that with me?
No, sorry.
Yeah. It'd be hilarious if you could, though. And you still said no.
Fair.
Who's gunning?
I
Ahoy.
mean, we have Shadow Boy that could have our back too, but yeah.
Lucius is with the group.
Yeah.
He's stalling the solo mission for later.
Gee,
Yeah, like I said.
I think you and I should wait a little further from door. Just in case wrong person walk out.
Oh, actually, this is a good example or a good opportunity to show you how the monowire works.
Oh yeah, reminder that a drunk guy is smoking out here as well. He just walked out with his cigarette, looking drunk. And there
Come
are
over
other
here.
people in the bar smoking. It's just a lot smokier in there. He does look a bit ill.
Fair. Could Audrey have done the shift as she was sort of going through the door then? That it's not obvious to either side?
I'll take a stealth at a small
Sure.
penalty.
That's a
I
skill
knew
I
it was
may have.
-2. And you make
Uh,
it by a mile. Yeah, so it's as Audrey steps through the door that she becomes a Japanese person. I'm pretty sure like what you're doing is like next level blackface. But
It is, yeah.
at least you feel bad about it.
No, I mean she's an American, so she's supposed to be racist, right?
Yes, sick burn on Americans. It's not the person from the last fight tending the bar, but it is the drag queen owner from the first fight tending the bar. And you recognize them, Myas. It's Porco-chan. And Porco-chan will look over and be like, Myas, Nandeska. What do you want? Why are you here?
Got a client.
Oh, face changes from upside downy frowny to right side roundy smileys.
He turned it upside down.
That's one way of saying it. Not what I'd say. What you need? Puts their elbows on counter, rests the chin in their hands.
Got to spoof one of these. And he points at the ankle monitor.
Your cigarette goes out. And the music is pumping in here, by the way. It is.
So loud it's private.
Yep. And just Porco-chan taps the nose and says, "Ah." And then they pull out a big, heavy, beige plastic stained briefcase, unclip it and open it up to reveal it's a keyboard and screen. Like a, 2-color LCD screen. And it's a big old laptop.
Cutting edge.
You have computer? She says to you, Lily.
What? Oh yeah, of course I do. Yes.
You know how to use Smart Girl?
Yes.
Okay. She pulls out a big cable that's got a black box on it, and it looks very similar to what they used. They held it against your ankle monitor when they attached it. This cost 1,000 Nova. You will need. And they start screwing it into laptop.
I don't at all have 1,000 Nova, do I?
You might have.
It's up to you, because I don't actually have wealth. Remember, I have parental dependent things.
Mm-hmm. You've definitely got access to 1,000 Nova. Mila's probably got like 5,000 Nova just in a purse on the counter right now.
I'm not stealing from Mila. She's mad enough already.
I can do now. Gift for Myas, but it will only work short time, and for free. I not go into much effort.
Oh no, I can get the cash. I bet I have some stuff left over from my bat mitzvah.
Ah, you need this too. This 250 Nova. She holds up a floppy disk.
CD at this point? Damn.
And plugs it in. This my special software. I make. Sticks a thumb at her chest, like does a wink. Lights up a cigarette in a old-fashioned Cruella de Vil style cigarette holder. And opens it up and you see like an 8-bit animation. When you boot this software up at home, you'll also hear some sick keygen music. But unfortunately, you don't get that over the music in the bar. And it loads up what looks like a calendar with a bunch of coordinates, but there seems to have been a bunch of helpful setups added. And you use this, make monitor think you go somewhere else.
Cool.
I see.
All right.
Give leg.
I will float up.
Holds the device against your ankle monitor for a bit until it emits a boop. And then a bunch of numbers and data flashes up in the program that she's running. And she says, "Oh, this lot easier than Myas's." Turn that off, the listening device. It muffled now. They might notice, they might call in for new ankle monitor. You buy this, holds up the cable, the floppy disk. You no worry, if you can use computer.
All right. So I'll frown and pop in, come back with my bat mitzvah money. I was saving that.
Huh.
Sorry.
And plop it down.
Very nice. Thank you. Pulls out a fresh floppy disk in a little cardboard sleeve. Passes it to you. Pulls out a fresh cable wrapped in plastic. It's got like a barcode with a stamp of the Nirvana official government property on it.
Nice.
Audrey, can I store this at your place?
Yeah.
Neil is kind of a snoop. Or Ray's kind of a snoop.
Just leave in my bedroom. I'll put it in the vault.
And this is a good time to cut to the corridor. What have you guys been talking about for the past couple of minutes? Probably 10 or 15 minutes at this point, because that's not a short operation.
One of the lengths of monowire. And I'm kind of demonstrating how effective it is and trying to explain to Sigrid how dangerous it is. Although if she cuts off a finger, it's probably not the end of the world.
The trash bin where...
I got to admit that there's probably a decent likelihood that a good chunk of finger was missing for a couple of minutes.
So Guy holds out the monowire stretched between two hands and says, "Oi, Sigrid, look at this." And Sigrid just snatches for it.
Yeah! Like she cuts off her hand, like, ah!
Hold it up. Be careful. It's sharp. Really? Grab.
Although, that might be more shocking for Guy.
No, I think I probably expected it at this point.
Okay, that's fair.
Actually, probably the most effective way to demonstrate it.
Demonstrate it, too.
She'll never touch that
Like,
part
okay.
of the fence again. She's learning. They never try the same section twice.
I'm like, okay, so somehow we have to figure out how to attach this to your axes. But this is the sharpest substance we've ever been able to make.
It's very sharp. And you can attach to axe? Ooh.
Well, I think maybe you can. I can't.
What
I don't know.
wouldn't.
We'll figure it out.
That's certainly a
Yes.
pose at the toilet, Luke.
He's
Facing.
throwing up.
Facing is important here. Somewhat. I don't know how you use toilets in
I
Canada.
get exactly what's
Yep.
going on.
Luke, here.
Demonstration for me.
Yep, again, facing is important.
The sideways, the side saddle. Is that a respectability politics thing? If it is,
Like
then
sitting on the lid of it, being concerned about your friend in the next one over.
that's Matthias is getting down next to this vomiting guy.
Oh, actually, something to add. When Sigrid, when the top of her hand comes off, she'll actually like reach into her pocket, grab a bag, pick it up, put it in it, like wipe off the blood real quick.
She's learning.
Radical. Did you bring some wet wipes with you in your duffel bag
Yeah.
that you carry around? It's gonna put some
Yeah.
wet wipes. Ah.
Oh yeah, I probably got that duffel bag. So yes, probably like
It's one of them tubes with the infinite amount in. Like, this
You can have
thing
a
is
little bottle of
magical
bleach.
when you first found
yeah,
it.
yeah.
A bottle of bleach is probably likely too. It's like, this thing clean real good. Why use anything else?
And then I think I'll look around conspiratorially, and if I don't see anybody immediately in the vicinity, I'll start like cutting into the wall, which I'm pretty sure is a bathroom wall from my time here before. And I'm like, see, with almost no effort, you can even cut into.
It's a bit tough on a flat surface like a wall like that. But on the opposite one, there is the bin where Matthias found the fireworks.
Oh, right.
And over there's plenty of stuff that you can get leverage on to slice like butter.
So in answer, what we're doing for 15 minutes is cutting things in a hallway.
Uh-huh. I think you get so distracted by this that you don't really notice until like a couple of beefy dudes in suits are stomping the jack boots down corridor to your north.
Oh,
To your north, not to their north.
remember, phasing is important.
Oh my god.
I'll nudge Sigrid.
What's up, home skillets?
It's oi.
I guess they're walking past us.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're carrying big duffel bags bigger than Sigrid's and they look heavy.
And these guys look nefarious like?
I don't know what everything looks nefarious to Sigrid, I think.
Hey, you guys aren't interested in monowire, are you?
Oi! They both stop. Like, just as they were about to turn around corner. And look at each other.
Monowire. I got a big spool of stuff I took off some idiots.
I did not see this coming. This one on the right's ever so slightly smarter than his friend, and he's putting his hand inside his coat pocket right now. Although, maybe that means he's ever so slightly dumber? No, just unluckier than his friend.
Here, and I'll like this, and I'll toss him to the guy that's reaching into his or toss the loop that I've been holding at the guy.
Oh God.
Yep.
Okay, so feel free to add yourself to turn order while he, like, instinctively, with the hand that's reaching into his jacket, he pulls it back out and holds it out to stop something. Oh, and he fails, and that thing just hits him, like, in the forearm. And it's not going to do too much damage.
Yeah, it's
I
one of those.
think in this regard, it does like
painful, but
1d6.
1d6
Yeah, I have to get
minus
some-
something, maybe even.
Some weight or spool some up inside of a
Yeah.
40mm grenade cartridge. Although that'd tear the shit out of my barrel.
But it's
Oh,
still
I
enough.
get dead out of it.
It's still enough to cripple his hand. So yeah, I'd say, yeah, it like cuts into a finger. He don't catch it, but it goes in the webbing between his ring and middle finger on his right hand. It cuts in down to the bone and then stops. And the slight weight on the end wraps around his arm and cuts in. And he just screams.
All right,
It's going to be a
get
very
to
short
it,
fight.
Sigrid.
Everyone maybe hears the scream. Roll me hearing if you're inside the club.
Got a massive negative, I'm sure.
Yeah, -5. Did I add their speed? Yeah, I did.
I failed. I didn't add the thingy.
It's Eurobeat, bro. I'll just give him a lightning bolt for now. Sigrid, I believe it is.
What with Sigrid? Oh, her turn.
Alright, well, one dude is screaming, so the other guy, Sigurd's gonna step in. We're gonna go all out determined. We're gonna make this a super strike. We're gonna...
And this is versus mono wired hand guy.
No, not the other guy.
Radio is pal.
His pal.
And it's a punch, you say, so you're entering C range.
Yes, I am entering C range. And, where did I put punch? There's punch. Super punch. All out determined, that's +3?
All out determined is +4.
+4. Then we will make it at the dome. So grand total of -3. Yes.
Oh,
Baller.
you get him. This were a super punch as well.
I took the penalty for the skull,
Yep.
so
Oh, 8 crushing to my dome, bro.
so
There's 24
6
damage.
Yeah.
times 4. Yeah.
So I suppose we'll start with death. Which he fails and he dies
then-
immediately.
Save against consciousness.
Oh my god. I wasn't even trying to kill him.
Slow motion.
Super punched him in the skull.
Sniper elite style. Watch the bone crack, twist, embed itself deep in his pleasure center. He pops a stiffy right at the moment he dies. Too lewd, rated unsuitable for anyone. I'm sorry, everyone. Myas, did you hear a scream?
Nope.
Fair enough. Audrey.
Audrey leans in and attempts to get the attention of the bartender. That's a man, by the way,
Luke, could you
Audrey.
move my turn order thing to the right spot? I didn't bother rolling initially because I didn't think we were gonna hear anything. Thank you.
Guy. Your facing is wrong. I think. Unless you turned around after you threw the monowire at him.
No.
Thank
Facing
you.
is important. All right.
I need to zoom in more. You're blocked by the chat bars. There we go.
Quick.
On the stream. Because the map's not wide enough. It's irrelevant. Tell me what you do. I apologize.
I'm quick drawing my pistol. I just can't figure out because, like an idiot. Oh, there it is. Fast draw, not quick draw. That's why.
It's no success. What do you do next?
Aim at the guy whose gun hand is currently tangled up in monowire and say freeze.
Freeze! Matthias, did you hear anything?
No one inside heard anything, so
Armed human
nothing special.
continues screaming. I'll take another hearing roll. The song is fading out. This time it's a straight up hearing roll.
Wait, I didn't hear anything with a success by 4?
No, you are.
Did you
very-
include the -5?
Oh, in
No.
the inside, no. Then I
But
would have failed.
He's very close to the door, Lucius. I think you did hear something.
Is he close to the door? Was he there, or
I
Has he
put
just
myself
moved his
next to the
token?
door.
Yeah,
I did.
he did maneuver there. I observed. So he is gonna take 2 steps back, whilst clumsily pulling out an Uzi, or Ingram Mac 10, with his left hand from inside his jacket. And Lily's turn. I don't think she heard anything. Lucius did hear something, though. A blood-curdling scream outside the door, probably followed by a thwook.
Well, I didn't roll the new one. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, there was a new hearing check to be had.
Oh, let me roll it again then.
I don't remember what the minus was, but there's just straight up.
It
No.
is straight up.
Yeah, no penalty this time, so... Looks like you all hear... Ah! Koroyaru!
I guess Lucius is gonna say, "You guys hear that?" as he opens the door.
Yerp.
Well, yeah, on my turn, I was actually going to look over at Audrey and go, should we...
Got you. Sigrid?
Heal 2 HP. And take 2 steps forward. Enter C. And you know what? I'm gonna do the same. Only this time I'm gonna attack the arm.
The tangled one or
The one
gun?
with the Uzi. The one
Right,
with the gun.
Gotcha.
I don't think he actually did. He get his gun out?
Yeah, he clumsily pulled it out
Okay.
with his left hand.
So all out determined punch to the arm. So that's a grand total of what's arm? God, I wish they had
-3.
-3. Thank you. So this is a total +1.
That's a crit.
Damn.
Baller.
Saves me wondering if I'll dodge. Roll against crit table.
Just a 9.
And this is...
We can back those up.
Yep, normal damage only. So, damage claws.
That was terrible.
Ugh. How much damage did he take from the monowire? 3. How much health have you guys got? Tell me, bro. Okay.
Average over here.
Not you guys. I was talking
Oh.
to my guys.
Oh.
They did talk back. Should I be concerned? Myas. You heard a scream.
No, I actually failed the roll.
Oh. Then
Lucian did outright said, "You guys hear that?"
yeah, and you would have heard that.
You're what?
Audrey?
Doors open.
Before. She replies.
Oh, so you're just cutting me off? That works.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna shoot him in the knee. Or should I just say the leg?
Leg is -3, knee is -5. It's easier to cripple a knee.
Yeah, then let's shoot him in the knee.
The threshold for it becomes same as like for a hand, I think.
Oh, what's the accuracy? Because I did aim.
I knew I was missing a
Accuracy is
PDF.
2, so I'm at -3.
It's martial arts.
Huh?
I'm talking to myself. I
Okay.
felt like I'd not opened enough PDFs earlier. And
Okay.
I had forgotten martial arts.
So yeah, 1 round through the knee.
You hit barely. I'm gonna let him try a dodge. I don't think he's gonna drop though. Sorry for slowness. Failed by a mile.
Oh, right, so you're waiting for me to roll damage.
Yes, please.
I think you
I
just
did
crippled it.
6 times.
That's piercing plus, son of a. You really crippled it.
It'll cap at 1 less than that.
Yeah, and besides arm, leg, foot, or hand, only ×1.
Ah! He's taking up both those hexes at the minute with his face in yours, Sigrid. In fact, yeah, no, his face would fall into your hex. Slightly. As
Which was at a convenient kicking height.
Kind of does. Matthias?
Definitely hear the gunshot, I'm sure.
Matthias will turn around. A reminder that these are 1-second turns.
Yep. Armed humans. Okay, yeah. Why not? Is it minus bulk for shooting in C range?
Yes,
Yes.
or minus something, whichever's worst.
Probably going to be bulk. Which
Or do you
is-
need a water gun just full, a super soaker full of bleach?
You need to get a taser.
bonus?
No,
Yeah.
So the full of bleach is after she inevitably bleeds everywhere.
Oh, yeah, no. I was just thinking that I
Oh, yeah, but Sigrid doesn't understand that. Like, you will have to actually tell her that.
He goes all out as well. +1 on a ranged attack. Is that correct?
Yes, yes.
Sorry, I'm going for it anyway. Success by 3, recoil is 2. So 2 hit, yeah, out of 18 bullets he just fired. Most of them go
Damn.
into the floor.
ceiling, more likely.
One of them hits his friend. One of them comes close to Guy, but I'm feeling nice, so it misses.
Did that take into account the fact that he was using his left hand?
Oh, no, it did not. Bollocks! He missed them all. Nice.
Poor dude.
Lily.
Get out. Oh, okay. Because you
Lucius.
said yeah, right?
Mhm.
Lucius is gonna slightly turn, take a step out, and then he's gonna go into his shadow.
Sigrid.
We're gonna nut him.
Headbutt attack. Control F. Headbutt. Bullshit, you have finished searching and found nothing. Add a space. Found it! Keep skipping till you find the page with the actual technique. Uh, 152 to 153? This defaults to boxing, maybe?
Ah, fuck it. We're just gonna punch him in the chest.
He's on the floor. I think there's a penalty for a melee attack
Oh.
to someone on the floor.
It's on the cheat sheet.
Ah, I don't have that open. That is something I should have open.
Melee attack, lying down, -4. Defend, but targeting a person who's lying down with a ranged attack is -2.
So it's a -4 to punch him.
Okay. We'll go all out determined.
Is that right? Or is that if you were?
I think that's if you're attacking from melee.
Like that's the case.
Yeah.
Like
Yes, that's why it says melee attack, but ranged target.
Okay, so there's no penalty for a melee target at a different posture. Fair enough.
No.
Okay. You know what? Then in that case, I'm gonna go all out determined to that left arm again. Total +1.
That's a success. Can he dodge? He cannot. Ah!
Sigurd's big old booted stomp comes down.
Yeah, ouch. His eyes like roll back and he goes a bit limp. Gun falls out of his hand. We can pause turn order for a moment, although we could stick in it just to keep track of what's going on if you want.
Just so you know my intentions, Lucius trying to go back in as a shadow and see what he can get from this bartender.
Well, the bartender is immediately like reaching out from behind the bar with an actual shotgun.
Luke, I have the disc at this point, right? And the connector.
Yeah, they were both on the table. The money's been handed over.
Okay.
Bartender cocks the shotgun and shouts, "Oi! What's going on out there?" in Japanese.
Well, I do believe Audrey and I piece, and then I'll come back for everyone else who wants an out.
Sigrid, grab the duffel bag and the gun.
I do just that.
Oh, that was. Never mind, got confused.
Oh, I'm gonna search him.
Grab the duffel bag and the gun from this guy.
Like, rifle through his pockets real quick.
Yeah, have you got search?
No.
Just roll me perception straight up. I can add the penalties and bonuses mentally. Failure by 3. You find nothing particularly interesting on him. Small folded piece of leather that you'd probably keep, and something. No, that's it. That's what you find in 30 seconds of sticking your hands in all his visible pockets.
Okay.
So
Oh.
Audrey and Lily just disappeared.
I'll grab the
Of course.
duffel bag and like warp down the hallway or something.
There is shouting coming from the west.
Then I will go east or south. I'll head back towards the transport, actually. That's probably within 500 meters, right?
No, you're a kilometer below ground right now.
What the
Oh,
fuck
I'm
is
sorry,
going
back to
on
the
here?
elevator.
Damn. What a fucking mess.
Your connection to the server has been interrupted. I just got on Roll20.
Mine
Oh,
seems
that
to
happens
be alright.
sometimes.
And it's gone.
Mine's working okay.
I just saw someone ping for me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Guy, sorry, you legit just warp away towards the elevators.
After taking the other duffel bag from Sigrid.
Okay. It probably weighs like 40 pounds.
Don't think that's an issue for me.
That's a rough estimate.
It'll definitely affect your movement.
Jared, do you want outs?
Lily reappears in the bar, it sounds like.
Yeah. Do you want? I say taxi. We'll get.
All right.
Peace out.
Whoop.
Yeah, I can carry 120 pounds.
It sounds like people are piecing out.
Where did you take Audrey?
Audrey's apartment, I like to think.
Yeah, you're at your apartment, and I'll bring everyone home if they want to.
We should all reconvene at the apartment.
Just take a
Yeah,
move to our
Audrey
Audrey's.
Audrey will ask Lily to make sure that Sigrid ends up not on the carpet. With the implication being that people are coming to her place.
Okay.
The other implication being that she assumes Sigrid's going to be bleeding horribly.
And you don't want to replace the carpet every time this happens?
Exactly.
Well, the thing is you would be right, because her arm is just tatters.
Oh
Well,
yeah, right.
It's healed back up, but
I'll get
What a-
everyone though.
what a wuss! I only punched him.
He's not actually dead, to be fair. He were only mortally wounded, so he might survive.
If they take him to a real hospital and not some like back alley.
Let's see how his next 3 rolls go. Pretty badly, he's probably dead. I think it's a good time for a quick break.
Yeah, because that one was really unlucky.
We'll be,
Yes.
or unless you guys are happy to all continue without a break, and I'll just be RB.
No, break's good.
All right, we'll be right back. We are back. So people are getting warped away at an alarming rate. Sigrid, you do also, whilst you're searching that guy, spot the monowire that cut his hand up, obviously.
Oh, right.
Oh, I'll take that.
Yeah. You had more.
Do you
than
want
a
to bother
+3
rolling
to notice
damage,
that. No, yeah, it's
I also showed you where you could grab it, where it's not gonna.
it's
With
letting go of
digit.
it that's gonna be painful because your hand quickly heals around it.
Oh,
It's like when the kids when you sewed your hands together through your
Sigurd will
calloused
just
fingertips.
hold that hand up to Guy, just like quick.
it actually probably wouldn't hurt too much, but yeah, I pull it out.
Very clean cut. Lucius, I believe you wanted to do something in here.
Yes, I wanted to see if I had the chance to see what they had behind the counter and if I could take some of that.
Give me a stealth, please.
Hmm. Do I have a bonus because it's a nightclub with the lights off?
The lights.
That would be a penalty for them.
Yeah. I was just wondering if there were lots of places to hide around here,
Oh.
but not particularly. And that's a search, which I would have liked and is good. Did you give me the stealth though?
Yes, it's over there.
That's a search, but
Where?
Oh, sorry, I thought it was.
I would like that as well though.
It's the same level, if that has
So-
any meaning.
We'll swap it round so that your success by 5 was your stealth, and
Okay.
your success by 3 is your search. There are mostly drinks, also a few guns, shotguns mostly, sawed-off, double-barreled ones. It looks like they look really old and kind of dangerous. Some of them to use.
Any CDs, computer, Lily's bar mitzvah money,
Yeah, bar mitzvah money. Yeah,
incorporating evidence.
But
do you have filch?
Filch. No. I just like hold them from the shadows and eventually they just get sucked in and I just
Sleight of hand.
Oh, I took that one off.
Give me DX
Got it.
penalty. Like DX -6 is probably the technical one, but I'll take DX -5.
I'm not gonna be able to make it. My DX is 10. Yep. I roll 10 for a roll of 5.
Okay, so and then also roll me your self-control versus greed, please.
What an honorable superhero.
What? He's still a greedy guy. No.
Oh no, that's fine.
Oh wait, I make it.
Yeah, you're all right on that. So you're all right. Like the bartender is stepping back, and you grab the bar mitzvah money first, and then a couple of CDs, and a couple of floppy disks, and bartender goes like, "Huh," and looks down at you, like for a good couple of seconds, and then turns and walks around back a bar. And you can pretty much grab as much as you can carry. You've not got any idea what much moster it is.
I'll put the important things on my leg pocket, the rest on my coat and my pants pockets, and I'll just leave. I don't want to get as I roll well greedy, so I'm just getting the vital information that we may need.
All right. Lily will probably appear in this hallway. There's another shout closer this time from the west. About 2 minutes have now passed.
oh no, I can't keep an eye on him. It's up to him to get an owl to pay attention or get up here.
Fair enough. But do you pick up Sigurd next? Was Guy fleeing on his own?
Well, at least as far as the
Surface.
train station. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I assume Lily seems like the type who would bamf in and travel me long distance sooner than I would be able to get there, but that's up to her.
Give me a couple of warp checks, please, Guy. At least a -3.
Pop back into that coffee bar carrying 2 heavy.
Yeah, in fact you do. And someone screams at you.
I think Lily finds Sigrid on with a wet wipe. Like just double checking everything.
Then you get taken to a not carpeted area of Audrey's apartment.
Yeah, and then I take off my sweatshirt.
Guy, it costs you FP every time you warp, right?
Yeah, 1.
Okay, yeah, so Guy appears sweating, you see on Owl Vision at the bus stop, the tram stop, Lily.
I'll nab him.
You get nabbed.
Say hi and thank you.
Give me a warp roll at an extra -5, less than 1 kilometer, Lily. Or less than 16 kilometers, even.
Get one.
Yeah, sorry for making you move around.
Nah, I got a controller that can control things from. It was under a kilometer.
Under a kilometer. Because I think it's technically a mile that you're rolling under.
Yeah, it's 3.5 kilometers or whatever. I didn't include the -5, but I still made it.
Yeah, wow, you did.
Wait, sorry, what's 3.5 kilometers?
The max distance of Lily's jumps right now.
Ah,
Not the max distance, but it's the increment of,
No, yeah, all the ones that you need to make to get between here and Audrey's apartment are less than 3.5 kilometers. I think I'd have to do some Pythagorean, but it's about around there. And we're a huge success like that. Who cares? So
It's almost like this character was designed to do exactly this.
it's just Myas left in the corridor. Are you going back for him, Lily?
Oh yeah, I'll grab him.
That girl from your school who can teleport appears and grabs you, Myas? If you
I'll
let her?
ask. I'll actually grab you or start to grab you, and then go. Do I have your consent?
Bad taste. But I'm happy
Audrey starts
for
laughing
Lily's
hard
growth.
at the apartment.
Mind link.
Kinky.
Ugh, is the only.
I need a yes or no.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
All right, I'll pop him.
Boop. And then you probably see Lucius emerge from the shadows with a bunch of loot in his arms at the
All right, I'll grab
tram
him out.
stop.
I do have a lot of pockets, so at least I have one BS showing.
Yeah, some of the loot you grabbed were a bit bigger.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go to Audrey's apartment. If we stay downstairs, it doesn't look too bad.
Cool.
Got a nice lounge area down here. Let's get these hexes sorted. See if anything's even close to the right scale.
Squares.
Oh, could you turn down the
Yeah,
opacity?
yeah, it's blinding me. I think we can go further than that.
Enhance.
See, frankly, for map sizes like this, I just turn them off.
Yeah, to be fair, I'm not about to drop a bunch of Yakuza in here.
That way we can easily plop ourselves on chairs and stuff like that without needing to hold alts.
Mm-hmm.
Sigurd pops in and asks Audrey, "Have you clothes washing machine?"
Yeah, check over there.
So let's reverse order it, actually. So it were Audrey, and then Matthias appeared next, maybe 30 seconds later.
Hey. Do you know who's shooting?
What?
No. I am so confused.
Same.
Whoop, whoop. Now, Sigrid. Lots of blood. Missing
Yeah.
fingers that are growing back at the moment. Lily for a split second, but she's gone again.
Oh
Yeah.
God. Go use the shower. I'll get you a robe or something.
She'll hold up her hand.
Holding the hand in another hand.
Well,
No.
no, it's wrapped in monowire,
Oh, yeah, there's like...
Oh.
and
because,
it's like healing through the skin.
like, as she holds it up, it tugs a bit, makes a new cut, bleeds a load more, and then heals again.
Awesome.
And yeah, it would be Maya
Yeah.
next. And Lily for a while, because those two are still running and searching.
Go into the shower anyways. Let's.
Bias enters just in time to watch Sigrid like lob off her hand.
Actually, if you start pulling at it, I'm just gonna like grimace, walk over to the you, say, "Don't move."
Float over.
Grab the end of it, just the tippy where you can grab,
Mm-hmm.
and then teleport like a meter away with it.
If anyone's ever changed a guitar string, it's like one of those, but some kind of hyper-dense tungsten instead of a little brass ring.
Ooh, that will hurt, right?
I don't pull it out. I warp away with it.
Ah, selectively. So the whole thing just disappears instantly from Sigrid's arm.
Oh,
I
that's
would-
much better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Roll
I
me,
was gonna grab both ends and pull it taut.
roll me a DX check, please. I think it is. There might be a penalty. Or traps. I will take traps.
Who?
Whoever's Lily.
Oh.
Whoever is Lily. And that'd be a TL9 traps as well.
I'm gonna guess that's a failure.
I didn't do any minuses or anything, so probably.
No, you were only warping away with it, and you were being fairly careful, but it does spring out away from you a bit. Like, whips at you scarily.
I mean, Audrey's floor can take a beating. I'll warp away another meter.
Yeah, and it's not so bad against a flat surface.
Fortunately, there's no carpet.
Yeah, Sigrid will rip off her bloody sweater.
Guy appears.
And then now is about the time I probably look up and then pop back in with Guy.
Well, that was good warm up.
Yeah, we gotta go back to that place once a week.
Yeah,
What
there seems
happened?
to be no end of scum there.
What on earth happened outside the bar?
Yeah.
Shrug. Grab a duffel bag off of Guy's shoulder and open it.
Oh yeah, I'll open the other one.
It's got a pretty heavy padlock through the loop.
Well, then I'll cut it open with a knife.
Or a length of monowire?
Yeah.
Yeah, the knife does not work. And as you're reaching for the monowire, there is a ding dong. Your intercom system is ringing from the front desk, Audrey.
She'll head over the door and answer it.
The security guard. At the,
It's the intercom, yeah.
it's got to be what, 10 p.m. by now.
Probably.
You spent a bunch of time walking around. It would have been a fairly long walk that Myers took you on to the bar, and then it would have taken a while to sort out your leg thingy. Although I said 15 minutes of time, it was probably more like 40.
So just to be clear, it's taken care of at least for the week, and I have to do it every week after this.
Yeah. Correct.
she'll-
It is the security guard, and he says, "Ah, Madam Hart, my apologies for disturbing you so late at night. There's a gentleman here to see you."
He's expected. Send him up.
Right away, ma'am. And then this is actually a private elevator right here. I've not changed
Mhm.
the floor in there yet. But it would ding. And though he has not
We
got
have
a
company, guys.
sheet just yet, he walks out. The old man. Well, this is quite the place.
Bad for a spy salary?
Talk back in with
Come on, buddy's over here.
Lucius.
I
Yeah.
wave around and light a cigarette.
Whoa there, he says. Guy. Careful
I'm
you
sorry, what
don't
did you say? Oh.
careful you don't cut what's in there. As you snip the lock off with a mono wire.
Do you want me to make a check to make sure that I don't nick something I shouldn't?
Yes, please. Traps -1 or DX -3.
Luke, turn order's still up, by the way.
Oh, my bad, sorry.
What'd I do? Okay.
You failed by 1. But
What?
maybe it shouldn't be that hard.
That's with the -3.
Oh, my bad. Then yeah, you've made it fine. And you open it up, and it's got a bunch of rolls of fabric inside, and plastic.
Ooh.
Maybe rubber. The next bag has the same.
Pull out the plastic. Is it in like sheets or?
Rolls, much like you'd buy rolls of fabric from a marketplace. But they're quite short, you know, narrower, and they have got pretty fancy looking, familiar security tags around them. Research facility ones, stamped with.
You just stole the material for our super suits.
Yeah.
You got it? Perfect.
Matthias says without an accent.
Wait, this was what we were looking for, and those, what you call, trogs, are
Drugs.
made it that easy?
What?
Look, this crazy material and those fucking morons had.
Did
two
you call
guys-
them troglodytes?
Yeah. They live in the underground. I don't know. I talked to those nerds.
He's got a point.
I don't think that's funny, dude.
That's my brain exploding right now. He just smiles. Can I smoke in here? Pretty nice place. I don't know what your tenancy agreement's like.
Of course. It's the 90s. Everyone smokes.
What is that supposed to mean? You some kind of time traveler?
Except Lily, because, poof.
Blows smoke in the air as you teleport away from him. It like gets
Or
sucked.
float away.
There's a lily-shaped smoke cloud for a second, and then it implodes and inverts and dissipates.
I can't hold alt. This is driving me insane. There we go.
Ah, Myas. Pleased to meet you again.
Oh, holding up, old fart.
Pretty good. Can't complain. Yourself?
Stupid hospital doesn't give me hours of my commodity service.
Well, That's because you don't stay longer than 40 minutes. Don't count as an hour unless you stayed a full hour. They already been sanctioned once because of going light on you. I hear there's talk of giving you a third ankle monitor.
Yeah, I'm starting a collection.
Very nice. Well, I'm guessing you kids don't know how to put together a set of clothes. So I'm making contact with some friends of mine.
I have a tailor.
I think he means like armor, right?
Yeah. This stuff still needs processing. I know some ladies who can help us out.
Victor's gonna be pissed.
If you trust a guy, I don't mind you taking some of the leftovers. I don't think we'll need all this. But I wonder, what are the Yakuza doing with so much stolen research facility stuff? Ain't that a question? He's scratching his head comically.
Oh, yeah, I'll walk over and pull out one of the high-tech Chinese assault rifles. They're also supposed to pick these up.
Is it just like behind one of the sofa cushions in Audrey's apartment? Lily just stashed them all over the place.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
No, they're in that shower.
Awesome.
Yeah, the
That was
second floor is under construction, not just a big blue carpet. This area here is actually a huge home theater. I feel like there's going to be, seats here and curtains draw, blackouts, blinds come down, and the whole window turns into like a curved theater screen.
Nice.
Well, she stowed him in the bathroom because that was where she could hide from the dogs.
Chill.
I'll point over to the bathroom and say, "Load of guns and ammo in there."
Whoa, quite the haul. I wouldn't want to be caught with that now, Miss American Spy. It'd be bye-bye, Miss American Spy. Hey, I hate
even know
Matthias
they
will
were
go
there.
and Matthias will go and grab one and invest 16 points into guns, rifles.
Awesome. Do you,
Change his name to Rambo.
do you come and disassemble it quick with a blindfold on? Time!
He'll check all the stuff on it.
Set up all your operator gear. Mall ninja.
I didn't get the chance to look at these earlier.
Oh, that's a nice piece. You got some more of those? Mind if I take a look?
They're in the
Me.
shower.
Lucius will ask Audrey, do you have a computer? I've
yeah.
found some of this disk, and he will show everyone what he found out, and then toss Lily her rubbered up bunch of bar mitzvah money.
I'll pocket it. Thank you for getting the money back to the rich girl. Awesome.
Yeah, there's a computer.
You're like a modern day Robin Hood. Topical.
Oh, don't flatter me, Matthias. You're gonna make me blush. And he just gives you the most non-expression.
That was
nut
incredibly out of character on my part.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were actually saying that.
I referred to you taking money from the poor and giving it to the rich as a modern day Robin Hood because of the Robin Hood American stock trading app, which shut down stuff to protect wealthy hedge funds.
It was hysterical if it wasn't so sad.
It's an absolute train wreck of a thing, and we should not get bogged down on it.
We can.
We could. We have.
But yeah, there's a computer in the office back there. So,
Oh.
what are we supposed to call you again? Audrey asked in the direction of the old guy.
You kids seem legit, honestly. How legit is you kids?
Too legit to quit.
Nah, I like this girl a lot. He starts coughing. He like stubs his cigarette out in an ashtray. What was I talking about just now?
You were asking how we are.
Yeah, just before that, I feel like I was about to divulge. What is his voice gone?
Oh, I
Gun.
asked what we can call
All
you.
those cigarettes.
You asked what you could call me. Y'all can call me Baby G.
Is there anything else we can call you?
I not call you Baby G.
We'll call them baby geeses.
Alright, fine. Garth.
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 God.
Party on, dude.
Yeah,
Wait,
I've
no.
seen that film.
Gas.
Movie. Close enough.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So you guys holding up here then? You doing the rich guys thing?
This is just my place. We don't really have a place yet.
Yeah, you'll want to look into that. I'm sure you'll figure something out.
This place is more unequal than I had heard.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Blue guy. Just take off and leave.
I think he's running.
Well,
He
in
didn't
either
go up.
case, there's a empty place I know of.
Cops would immediately check their cigarette. They're searching for him.
Yeah, I wouldn't stay at Trent's place for a while. In fact,
Oh shit! I gotta go get that monowire cutter.
yeah, you might want to do that quick. As in,
Lily,
looks over at the clock. Before midnight? You'll
Lily?
need a car. She can't move that thing.
How much does it weigh? Like, cause I max out at like 200 pounds.
It's
it took 4 of us, and one of them was Sigrid.
yeah, it's on wheels, but the full units come in at like 600 pounds and 700 pounds respectively.
Perhaps one of you wealthy people could purchase an apartment or house somewhere, and we could all just get keys for that.
That's what I was thinking.
Or rent an office.
I was just sort of hoping we could do it in a way that it wasn't under our name.
Aren't you rich?
Look over at Garth and like, aren't you supposed to teach us how to do this?
I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job so far.
That
Money
makes
o-
one of us.
Money only buys so much here. Like, they have laws, and well, prior to last week, I thought people were less corrupt, but I guess that might not be true.
Like, I'll find something. Just for now, let's just revel in the fact that we got this ankle bracelet handled.
Y'all still got to report every day. So mind you do that for the next month.
I thought it was every week for me.
Oh, actually, yeah, it is just once a week for you at minute.
It's every day for Trent, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
He's already missed one.
While we're,
Fitting.
Well,
we're talking about sort of getting set up, I don't suppose you know anybody that can help us out with weapons?
Matthias will just kind of look down at the very modern assault rifle he's holding.
I'd rather not like have to use fists or machine guns. Like maybe a taser? Or do you have a gadget guy? If you have a gadget guy, that'd be great.
Well, let's bring the conversation back to these bags, shall we?
But before the bag, I think we need to go get cutter thing.
True.
Um,
Well, we have a couple hours.
how long would it take me to get through all the disk and things that I got?
Have you got computer operation?
Yes.
Roll me that if you've not already.
By
Success
8.
by 8. So, a lot of them is hacking software, it looks like. Have you got computer programming?
No, just operations.
Does programming default off operation?
It does, but it's a pretty gnarly minus if I remember correctly.
I am
I think-
already at skill list.
I think I do get some not as bad as a penalty
No,
to a roll.
There's no defaults on computer programming. So yeah, you don't really know what a lot of them mean, but there's lots of files in there with suspicious sounding names for sure, like spoofer and malbastard and stuff like that.
It's not all just written in kanji.
Oh, in fact, yeah, a lot of it's if Audrey's computer can do it, it's in Japanese.
You just get a bunch of
Totally.
white squares.
Audrey is taking Japanese last
Oh
semester.
yeah, so there is a lot of Japanese on most of these files.
We have no idea.
Yeah, lots of tech gadgety looking stuff though. Maybe as you hear that coming through the like open archway door that leads to the living room.
He's gonna pop his head out and say, Audrey, can you help me with this?
Sure. What do you need?
Any chance you can translate written language? And he's gonna show you the files and everything he has found out, and he says, "Well, I think a lot of this is for the works that they were doing, hacking. Like they were talking about the spoofer, and I think this one's it. But if it's a lot of hacking, it might have a lot of malware, so I don't want to open anything that might be bad for your computer. Anyway, you
What
can
on
translate
earth
it,
are
please?"
you saying?
I mean, yes, I can translate Japanese. I'm not quite sure about the rest.
Not sure how well your translation skills would go if you could translate like what the files as well, or just normal languages.
I mean,
Right.
how much translating are you trying to do?
Well, you see those files over here? They seem to be talking about gadgets, and they seem to be interesting.
Give me computer
And he's gonna-
programming if you've got it. Anyone who's looking at the screen and can read Japanese.
Ooh, not Sigrid.
In the meantime,
In the meantime,
as they're doing that, I'm gonna tell our guy over there that I'll handle the costume design, and then poof these guys to Trent's place so they can get the cutter.
I gotta steal a car outside somewhere first. But I can do that once you get me to the arcade.
you probably rode in Matthias's car earlier. The seats fold down in the back. You could probably fit those in. Maybe you have to tie the boot shut
Is that
so it's
okay,
open slightly on the
Matthias?
drive.
You are not driving my car. I will go with you.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
Are you going to
I'm gonna
install
go
one of
as well.
those chain steering wheels, skull gear changer?
That seems very Matthias, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Totally on brand.
Keep the stock paint color, but add the flames to the front.
No, you want to airbrush a wizard on the side. It's not a van though.
need
Death
if they
Star.
have.
Does
And
Audrey
then-
not have computer Sorry, Lily, go on. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, no. And then I was just gonna draw out basically colored Power Ranger outfits for us all.
Oh, you start doing some fashion design. Have you got artist?
I have something. I'm trying to remember.
I feel like you have artist drawing.
Also, no, she does not have computer programming.
So yeah, you managed to read more of the file names and some of the README instructions, and these are indeed things like keyloggers and like apps that'll periodically ping you and stuff like that. I don't really know. I'm not a hacker, man. It's a bunch of malware, spyware.
Garth's a gadget guy though, so maybe handing it off to him wouldn't
Garth's
hurt us.
tired. But yeah, I'll take whatever you give me.
I have the closest I have is photography, so I assume this should just be an IQ check.
Yeah.
And that was totally me out of character.
Totally. Success by 2. You sketched some pretty good Power Rangers.
And it's colored with like highlighters.
Audrey.
What?
Y'all asking about weapons. Not
Yeah.
just guns and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I like non-lethal stuff.
These guys, I'm sure, got plenty of that. Kicks the bag. This ain't the only stuff they're moving. But again, I wonder aloud, what could they be doing with this stuff? And I'm sure it's not nefarious. Certainly the wrong people are profiting. Certainly people are profiting, and that's against what this island's all about in the first place. So I suggest looking into that.
Are we all
Okay.
still here? Is this before the BAMF?
The Banff.
Before we go, is this happening before or after we leave to get the...
I think it's just Matthias and Guy going into it.
I mean, I needed to pull things.
Oh,
Wait,
not
no, I'm-
anymore.
In fashion, so never mind. No.
Myas. What you been up to?
No, he's just sitting on the table here, listening to the conversation,
Mm-hmm.
smoking a cigarette.
So,
It keeps going out.
obviously they are building... Getting ready for fight.
Yeah, somebody's arming themselves at least.
I'm sure they got stuff you kids could put to good use. Y'all know where their office is. Maybe it's time you paid them a visit. Once you got your fancy new digs, of course. Digs? Is that where you live, or is that your clothes? I don't know.
That's...
Close.
Threads would be close. Threads is what they call it.
Your threads, that's it. These are sweet digs. You's gonna get sweet threads.
I mean, once we're prepared, definitely.
Yeah, my ladies can have it done in like one work day. We should all get together. I got a place down in the old industrial. Y'all can meet me there tomorrow if you like. We'll get it all sorted.
That would be great.
What do you think, Mash, about all this? You changed your mind since last time?
No,
I think
still
you should.
just using people.
Oh, Myas, don't be a bitch.
Excuse me.
I said, don't be a little bitch. She says, sketching or coloring in her suit purple.
You have serious problems. You think I'm gonna put that on?
I like the cohesion, honestly. It'll play well with the Japanese crowd for sure. Very common rider.
What cohesion?
Uh,
What mean cohesion?
right, like a uniform.
Uniform? You mean like armor?
Well, yeah, that's part of it. Let's see what we got here anyway.
Like heraldry.
Has anyone got TL9 materials?
No.
No.
God,
Well, time for a little lesson for you dumbasses. Now let's wait for those boys to get back. You got anything to eat, drink? Should we order out? You guys already had pizza, I know, but I'm starving.
Oh,
oh no,
I could
I
eat.
I can eat.
come on, guys.
I know a great Greek place.
To the kitchen. Audrey has food. Audrey cooks.
Ooh,
Sigrid starts going through the cabinets until she finds liquor.
kitchen transition.
There is much liquor.
Sigrid just finds like a whiskey bottle and grabs it.
The view out of the window is gorgeous, by the way. Whoops, bye, floor. Trapdoor opens, swallows you both.
Garth really did it up.
Kidding.
By the way, Audrey, you now have a tiny owl living in here and you'll never get it out.
What? Why?
Because it probably escaped your purse by now on my command and now it lives in your...
The dogs will murder it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Delicious. More, please. Like, every day I wake up wanting a hamster, and every day I think
Never mind.
Hank will eat the hamster.
You could always put him in one of those bowls.
What kind of life is it? In a ball for your entire life?
It could be a Shao situation where the cats are terrified of it.
That would probably be very likely, but I don't know.
Fair.
I think their instincts would kick over when they smelt rodent.
No, that's fair.
Okay, you'll say you don't have that. I just have you out on rotation outside of your...
She's
House
legit
and
got a
garden.
garden. This top blank floor is a garden. There are trees. There are highly psychedelic plants growing.
The dogs shouldn't have access to up there, or at least shouldn't hang out up there too much.
Yeah, there's a few things that the dogs should be supervised to make sure they don't eat
Yeah, exactly.
because it's expensive and it took a while to grow.
And kill them.
That too.
But yeah, you're welcome to keep one now here. I just wanted to know why.
Oh, I wasn't going to tell you. I just said it's probably going to happen.
Oh, I apologize. I thought that was an in-character statement. My bad.
No, if I can put my spies all over the place, I'll do it.
All right, so we drink and eat and
Make
be
Right.
merry.
And
Dis-
eventually Mattias and Do I get back key? Good God! Now you got me doing it.
Ha.
Mm-hmm. You return. He will give you a good explanation of what this armor is. So, what we got right here is top of the line stuff created at the research center. This stuff is expensive, and we got a lot of it. Real lucky that these guys was moving it tonight, I got to say.
Why you said to swing by tonight instead?
Hmm?
Is that why you suggested going tonight instead of this afternoon?
He scratches his head and he's just like, "No, I just figured if Lucius tried to go in there, like in daylight, they would kill the hell out of him for sure. 100%. No doubt in my mind."
It's a good point, actually. There's not a not awkward way of asking this, but she looks over at the skeleton. What's up with you?
Rude.
What?
Rude.
I know, but
That smell is never coming out of that chair.
I thought.
That's yes, we had a skeleton principal too. It's just some people are skeletons.
Seriously?
Yeah, he had like a deer skull and everything. It was crazy.
Oh, sorry.
He's still the principal of that school.
You could never tell him a lie. He just knew. She says, staring off into the middle distance, like having war flashbacks.
Could never tell I'm alive.
Heyo.
But yeah, so the cloth.
Right, my bad. I got distracted by making a garden. I forgot I were actually telling you something. So it looks like the most stuff that we've got is the polymer. It's a nano weave full of little tubes of carbon. Makes it real tough. This is real fancy stuff.
Are we back now yet?
Wait, were we
Yes.
on a break?
No.
No, from their errand.
Yes, you are back from the errand. And he's explaining. And it's very fabricy, the nano weave. It seems just like it's as thin as like t-shirt material, cotton. But a little bit stiffer, like it's been heavily starched, or it's a brand new, like heavy t-shirt maybe. The next one is kind of rubbery and a bit squishy. This is a reflex armor that they just developed. It's full of magnetic liquid. When it gets hit, it instantly transforms to from flexible to rigid. And then finally, another slightly rubbery one, but it's like fabricy on one side and rubbery on the other side, and it's quite a bit thicker. This one's full of little nanoparticles. It basically does the same thing. Turns rigid upon impact. Yeah, we got some good stuff. You can make some decent things out of this.
A little low tech. He is over there like playing around with it. What's the advantage of one over the other with these two fabrics?
Weight, potential for stopping power, defense against different penetrating damage.
I need
Fair
a
enough.
lightweight.
It can
Yes,
be done.
Lily, we know you are a lightweight. Sigurd says, and immediately takes a giant pull off a whiskey bottle.
All this stuff can be stretched pretty thin and still be pretty effective against the kind of stuff those Yakuza have been firing at you.
Miles looks at the thing for a while.
Yeah, for a while. It takes it for now. In fact, after a little while, it takes you longer than you'd expect. This is good stuff, it seems. But
Mm,
2 little holes start appearing in it.
how many seconds does it hold?
Probably a
It's
good minute before you get through a layer.
ooh. Nice. Yeah, that actually seems to be decent.
That's on the... Which one? That's on that last one with the ceramic nanoparticles in it, apparently. And yeah, before it actually pierces, it kind of starts foaming rather than disappearing. You'd all notice this. Confused you at first. Garth doesn't react to it. But then you realise that Myas is staring exactly at the spot where it's foaming and burning through.
What is happening?
It's like invisible acid is eating away at it.
Is that you?
What happens if I put my
Wait,
hand
wha-
between them?
Which person? Who said that? Who said it looks like invisible acid?
Luke, I think.
Yeah, just me.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
just description.
that was the answer to Matthias's question of what's happening.
That's what it looks like, what's happening.
Yeah, but Matthias
I
asked
just
what's
said out
happening.
loud.
What's happening? And then a godly voice descends from the heavens to say,
Looks like invisible
"It
acid.
melted, bro."
I don't even need body language rolls because it's at such a bonus. Myas is fully staring at it, like unmoving as it happens. And as Sigrid, as you put your hand in between it, your flesh burns and bubbles on your hand pretty
Alright,
quickly.
pull my hand out.
Yeah, probably before it gets bubbling.
Answers that.
Behemoth.
You're-
Oh, actually, no, maybe not. It's
I
Myas's
think
choice.
I think Sigurd's hand's gonna melt off. Or not melt, but
No, it
just
disappear.
disappear.
Yeah.
Because this attack now has a cyclic 1 second interval, so
Oh, yeah, so after you
Oh.
pull your hand out, it carries on disappearing. So, in
Yeah.
fact, it wouldn't take that long of staring. Only 30
Oh,
seconds
God.
or so.
If it just keeps disappearing, Sigurd's gonna like fucking pull an axe out of her back and just cut it off at the wrist.
How many
But it's
cycles
only
is it?
for it's 2 cycles only.
Okay.
So it's only for it's only 2 extra seconds of damage per hit.
Yeah.
Oh. So eventually it stops and
Yeah,
starts
your hand.
healing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You probably only held it in for a second. That were enough to, like, take off a couple of layers of skin. When you pulled it away, skin kept disappearing. Along with muscle, and you saw some bone, and then it stopped and started growing back.
That is horrifying.
It's
Awesome.
Myas. Look, he was staring right at it.
Oh yeah, But by the way, everybody who sees that, like, I've got like a -4 reaction modifier for that.
Oh yeah.
It's gross. It's as gross
Yeah.
as Myas's.
Ugh.
It's like Akira style, as the muscles knot themselves back together. They like a tentacle
Yeah.
flail for each other just before the skin grows back over it. And it's like in the mummy, with scarabs crawling under her hand as the tendons realign themselves. Back
But,
him up.
So great. We go tomorrow and make some armor.
Yep.
Yeah. well, Do we want to take a look at those weapons?
Well, y'all know where to keep them, I think. Or at least where to keep a lot of them. Definitely the less lethal ones. That's where they like to do the, the business that hurt but don't kill.
I see. Okay.
Maybe we do that after we get the armor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You could do it tomorrow night. Although, maybe check your calendar for upcoming events. Keep your eye on those guys, see what they like to get up to. That's what I'd do if I was in your situation.
I've already been watching them for a while.
Roll me an observation straight up. You have been watching them for a while. On the nose, they've been talking about a big party on the way in and out of that office.
When?
It is on Wednesday night, so the day after tomorrow.
You're having a totally big party on Wednesday night.
Not at the office. Somewhere else. So presumably the office will be fairly empty.
We could totally break in on that day, and there will be way less people.
That sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I could not do it tonight because I'm exhausted from all the moving you guys around.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sure. Absolutely.
Just get some rest.
now, it's pretty late. Yeah, I'm an old guy. I gotta be up at 4 a.m. to, watch Fox News and what have you. So, what was I gonna say? Scratching
I
his
think
head.
you were going to tell us when and where to meet your people.
Oh yeah. He just you got a phone book?
It's next to the phone.
Goes and picks out Yellow Pages, flips through it, rips out a little thing that is like I don't know, it's like Nirvana State Undergarment Company. Tiny little address, like room, building, block.
Come on, he doesn't flip to 2 different pages and then fold it up to make them align a little bit where it's got,
You're not at that level yet.
Okay.
You're just rookies. You don't get the magic folding phone book trick yet.
So how do people travel around? How do costume vigilantes travel around the city without being spotted?
Hey, this stuff can be stretched pretty thin, worn underneath most clothes. We can make it look like clothes.
Neat.
It folds up pretty small too. A small bag'll do most of the time. Although, it can take you a good 15-20 seconds to put this stuff on. And that
So we don't have to wear it in the train.
that can be crucial. Most people wear it under their clothes. Now, you've been in the blocks a few times, been down to that bar. You notice surge response time is abysmal. I think you've also seen shit go down in the CBD, which is where we are now, where that office you've been watching is. Response
Sorry,
times,
what does CBD stand for here again?
Central Business
I keep
Business
thinking that
District.
too.
Central Business District.
Okay, when I Google it, it tells me how far a walk it is.
Yes, not cannabidiol. Cannabinidiol.
Carbinoids?
Central Business District. It is the kind of state-controlled market area of Nirvana, where foreigners are allowed to exercise under very strict rules and heavy
20 minutes.
taxes. 20 minutes. I am about ready to wind down,
How
though.
far away it is.
Oh, the CBD, I see. It's no good we had the THC. IMO.
Well, I mean, I eventually do want to have a scene getting home, but other than that, I'm done.
No, he'll get off. He told you the place. He had something else to tell you, I'm sure. Scratches his head. Can't have been important. Oh, yeah! Response times in the CBD of Surge, the Special Emergency Response Group. They differ. That's public information. And he winks at you and heads for the door.
You are going to introduce me to someone?
Oh, yeah. I'll bring
It's,
him tomorrow.
Lily's help. Oh, that works too.
I forgot who it were, though, so you'll have to remind me.
Well, it's really impressive that he got him, because it was Chanyu.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, no, I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. Alright. Lily. Going home. Anyone else before Lily goes home? Before old man Garth leaves? Seems like no. He gone.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, Sigurd's coming with me because, we live at the same place.
Did you ever roll cooking, cook? Audrey? Or housekeeper?
I did not. There you go.
Whoa, pal. I want to eat at
You can
Audrey's
cook.
house. And think of all the, high TL8 kitchen gadgets you're working with at the minute.
Actually, that's a good point. Audrey's kitchen is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's hard to represent on a Roll20 map, but this table you're at, you can probably, push buttons and implements come out of the countertop and stuff.
It's both top of the line, but also at the same time, it's got all the really old traditional stuff that people would use for more esoteric type cooking.
Pardon me.
Such as?
Lee doesn't cook at all, and Lee doesn't know anything about traditional stuff. But it's the kind of stuff where cooking sort of blurs into herb lore or occultism type stuff. So the tradition might have some superstition attached to it type things.
There's a mortar and pestle. And
Yes, exactly.
Lots
Stuff
of
like that.
traditional items, and I think as well, there's the stove is particularly interesting. Has anyone else got cooking or
It also
housekeeping?
cool.
Cooking? No.
Otherwise, the stove impresses me.
It does.
It is fully. Oh, so it does. Yeah, it's got some kind of shape memory alloy, inductive cooking surface.
I don't
Nice.
think Matthias would actually recognize that.
What's the TL difference for one higher? The
Should be
penalty
-2.
is TL plus 1 is -5.
Ah.
But this is kind of
Yeah.
halfway in between that, and it's a gadget, so it's easier to use. And you made it by
Wait,
5
what
on the
TL was
nose.
the stove thing?
9.
Okay. Matthias is the guy who's really into like all that
Old-fashioned
1800
stuff.
stuff.
But yeah, that's what's interesting about this. It can transform into various, air quotes, cast iron shaped surfaces. So you can make things
But
like.
that means you can never clean it.
Well, no, it can also
Unless
become
you're a heathen.
perfectly flat. But I think I forgot something. Oh, because it's cast iron. Air quotes, cast iron. It's actually made of an alloy that is perfectly non-stick.
I would also
Cool.
invite any of those magic-related roles to recognize things if people have them. Although I suspect that might have been Trent.
Magic-related things.
You're magic.
Like thaumatology or alchemy or herb lore, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Nope. Bye, Trent.
Magic.
We will miss you.
Hmm.
Excellent.
Trent weren't able to play nice with the government in this version of Nirvana. Maybe he'll be back when the fascism's been stamped out. He's not really going to leave, though. He's just going to, wander around the island while Nirvana desperately tries not to provoke him into actually hurting someone. Or
It's a
everyone.
nice sort of truce.
the most harmless supervillain the island ever had. For now. Report! Mawson, post-credits scene. It will be fun, but before that, Lucius.
For Lucius this time, he would say goodbye to everyone as he leaves them the CDs and everything about the information that he gathered. On his way home, he would turn himself into a shadow as he turns into the park just to go through the bushes, and he ends up going to become this crouch man in the middle of it that is just, I'm not sure if he has a book or he has his phone or something, but in his hand, in the shadow of his finger portrayed by the nearby lamp, there's just gonna pop up the note, thinking assuming that's the pickup point and that's Morrison.
So he's going among the bushes?
Yeah, he goes among the bushes until he sees Morrison, then he becomes his shadow and pops the note in the shadow that portrays by his fingers, by the lamp. So it's still midnight, right? Or around night.
Yeah, it'd be
Right.
around midnight that you'd leave, probably.
So he would use the shadow of the lamp to deliver the letters to his hand. Just noting that they were doing that. They went to that Yakuza place. There was something happening outside. He did not got a good notice of it, and there was a lot of blood, so they had to get out.
Give me a stealth, please.
Sure. Did that work? No, that did not work. How about now? Oh, that's a failure.
So, yeah. Like, as you're just about to drop the note in, he's like, Lucius, evening.
Evening, Morrison. He's gonna come out of the shadow instead and take a seat next to him. You're either getting better or I'm getting worse at this. And he's gonna hand him the paper.
Thanks very much. Get yourself to bed.
Yeah, it's late. How have you been doing? Sorry, you cut up.
He just says, he grunts, and he's looking at your note. Give me body language if you've got it.
I have the tech lies too.
Yeah, I'll take either. Whichever's better.
Critical success.
Oh shit. So he closes the note and looks at you and says, "What'd you know about this old man?" But you can tell that he already knows everything about this old man. He's trying to come off coy, but he knows more than you about Garth.
He is gonna light a cigarette and offer him one and just nod a little bit as he thinks.
Would Garth even mentioned in that note? I'm guessing no.
Yep. No, because he wasn't shown up until much later, and he's just
Yep.
giving the stitch of what happened.
At the Yakuza place, got you.
Yep. So he's gonna say, "Weird old man, strange indeed. I don't know why he likes to be naked, but seems to know more than me, you, or anybody on this island knows."
Yeah, you keep believing that. He's very charismatic.
Yeah, you can call him that. He's gonna just look up at the Nirvana sky. Not sure if they still have that thing where you can see the stars or not yet.
Yes, but it's not today.
Okay.
But the stars are still decently visible, you know, there's plenty out. And the light pollution's just so bad that you can't see the Milky Way, not so bad that you can't see a multitude of stars.
He's gonna spend just a moment there with Morrison, thinking and just saying, "Well, let me know if you need me." And with those words, he's just gonna melt into the chair and start shadowing home.
Alright. Lily?
Yes,
You're heading home. With
we
Sigrid?
are. Yes.
Ooh la la.
They are technically sisters.
They are, sorry. Yeah, we pop in, and I mean, it's like midnight, so I don't know if people are awake, but you know.
Yeah, I think there's so many people on this map that aren't really here, but whatever. Everyone can perv, including Trent, who is on the sofa. No, Mila would not let Trent in, unfortunately, in this universe.
So
Oh.
where are they?
On the sofa watching TV. Mila's like half asleep. Ray's staring intently at the newest episode of the anime that she's obsessed with.
Oh, hey.
Hi. Did you have a nice night?
I kept teleporting around the island because I was annoyed.
Oh. Yeah. Some guy showed up. That's Simon's with the glasses. Skinny, kind of cute. He was looking for you.
Really?
I think he likes you.
I mean, think so, maybe. Should play coy.
Mila's like, her head drops and snaps, and she's like, "Oh, Lily and Sigrid."
Yeah, she's right here.
You had a good day? You both all right?
Yeah.
Sigrid
We-
got her fingers off.
What'd you do, Sigrid? You didn't stick him in another blender, did you?
No, it was mono wire.
What? She's was mid stretch when you say monowire. Monowire. She looks over at you, Lily.
I mean, I guess what they call it. I had to pull it out of her arm.
How did you get monowire stuck in your arm? What were you doing? Where do
Oh.
they even have monowire?
Well, I picked it up after the fight.
She's grabbing your arm. Who did you get in a fight with?
Bunch of Japanese guys at the bar we go to.
The
Okay.
Yakuza.
So the Yakuza, right. Is this maybe why that police officer showed up? Police.
Drunk.
Ugh. You got me saying that word. I hate that word.
Police officer?
Yes.
Did he want anything? Did they leave a note or anything, by the way?
He just wanted to speak to you. I didn't talk to him. Ray's convinced, or Omar's convinced that he fancies you.
And like, what's not to fancy? I do a spin in the air.
Ugh. I know he's young, but still, you're 18. It's gross. Anyway, I'm going to bed. Honestly, I think I've given up being mad now. You both look fine. There's nothing on the news.
Great.
And she'd kiss you both actually on your cheeks. Full move to bed.
Way to lower the bar. Nothing in the news. You both look fine. I'm going.
Yeah, right.
She's trying this new reverse psychology approach. I shouldn't have spilt the beans on it, really. Myas, would you like a final scene?
Yeah.
Cool. Lily, would you offer to take Myas home before you take Sigrid home?
I have no idea where Myas lives.
Well, you could
I never
ask.
had interest in high school. I mean, sure. Did you want a ride?
Yeah. Could you leave me at the hospital?
Okay, I will leave him at the hospital.
As you arrive, there is actually a bit of a commotion going on in the hospital. Someone's been brought in and they're bleeding heavily. They're on a gurney in the waiting room. There's only one other person that looks drunk based on the empty alcohol bottle in the hand, but they're asleep across 3 chairs. And lizard-tongue doctor guy is covered in this person on the table's blood. And as you appear, he just goes like, "Ugh! Oh, Myas! Quick!
Okay.
Quickly, Myas!
So what is it?
I think he's been
Hey, go.
shot. Bullets. Somewhere in here. Get him out now."
Okay. Yeah. Name is roll.
Yeah, probably just dexterity, I think. Honestly, unless you've got a skill that's related. A success by 7 is impressive, yeah. There's like 3 big pieces and a few quite small pieces. But wait in a minute, you've got them pulled out. And he's like, "Oh, thank you, Myas." Whew. Wipes his head. You're covered in blood. Put your lab coat on, please, though. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for coming back, Myas. There's also a guy with a whole pack fix whole incandescent light bulbs in his rectum. He needs your attention immediately.
You gotta be shitting me.
I assure you, this guy is shitting no one but blood. And Lily, that's probably when you warp away to get Sigrid and go home.
Oh, I didn't sit around for any of that.
Whoop, whoop.
I'm tired, and my thing only lasts like 10 minutes per FP. I'm probably at this point like at 4 FP. I'm done.
It's like taxi mode on. Right, we've got 10 minutes. Where we going, lads? Did you want more, Myas?
I'll help the guy with the lamps on his ass.
Yeah. I don't need another roll for that, but he gets sorted. You put in a good extra hour of community service, though. You can go ahead and mark yourself down to 69, because that's a fun number.
Okay. Working off the depth.
Yarp. And if you do end up sticking around, then they would sign you off, even though there's not anyone else that you've got to pull stuff out of. They would give you a mop and bucket, though, and probably shout at you every 10 minutes to keep mopping, because you've stopped every 5 minutes.
Makes sense.
And do you head home at any point? I don't think you really need to, but maybe you do.
After, when it quiets down, then yeah, might as well go back home.
Sun starts rising. Doctor's like, Maya, you have to leave now. Like, legally, you aren't allowed to stay past this time. Come back tonight, 8 o'clock.
No.
If you want
Okay.
to do more.
I'll take off the lab coat and here.
Yeah. He throws it straight into
good.
like the biohazard bin, like through the basketball hoop. It's covered in entrails
Yeah.
and broken light bulb feces smears.
Okay. See you the next night.
And then we get a great, like, Myas walking home montage deeper into the blocks. The kind of stuff that were built, like, in the 70s in the first massive influx when everyone on Nirvana were expecting to get nuked any second. And so they built all the properties deep underground. Everyone lived for, like, 3 solid years, pretty much, using 70s artificial solar lights. And Myas and his mum's apartment is one of these. I've still got the map. I edited Myas's stuff off it, but that were a mistake, clearly. I could legit just transmogrifier it back over. Underground apartment. Is that the right one? Yeah, it is. Your mum, Naomi, is asleep, but her familiar, Pingling, sits on the sofa watching cartoons, the same cartoons that Omar were watching. It's a brand new episode after all. And he quacks happily as you come in. Mwah.
Hey,
There you go, perfect.
yeah.
Mwah.
I got something for you.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
I pull out a joint.
Oh.
Here you go.
Grabs it in its beak and then slaps the coffee table with its wing next to the lighter. Wait.
What do you want?
Needs you to light his joint for him. You can't do it.
God, don't be lazy. Come on.
Where's the
Ah.
bones?
He like rolls over and sits up, walks over and kicks open this door. and like a bunch of dense fog rolls out, and there's a cauldron bubbling in the corner, not this bed that you see on screen. He heads over to the embers underneath the bubbling cauldron and like just pokes the end of the joint into it. Takes a deep drag and waddles back over to the TV. Sits down. Wah, wah.
Yeah, I bat him and I'll pay him my room.
Wow. He like purrs a bit. Alright. That feels good to me. Gee.
Yep.
I think you're the last left for a final scene, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a quick shot of him sitting at a bench in his new place with some tools spread out, working on something.
Gun stuff.
And he and he finishes it, kind of blows through it, looks through it, and then sticks a suppressor on the end of his pistol.
Like, do the squint and point it at something in your room, and
Yep.
then start taking it apart.
I think you got a suppressor now.
Good call.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like the next thing we'll be doing is some infiltration, so...
Silent mode activate. I said I had a post-credit scene planned for Mawson, but I've completely forgot about it. I've instantly thought about 100 others, but they're too big a reveal for this early. So, thanks very much for watching, I think. We're the Kobold Cafe, I'm Luke the GM. We add in order of most ill to least, Terra.
Hey, I'm Tara. I'm the most ill with an ear infection, and I played Lily. She was a snarky jerk today, but that's what she is.
Mm-hmm. Next up, I don't know how ill anyone else is on a scale, so random order. Sorry if this implies that you're ill, James. You've got proximity to an ill person. There we go.
I'm James, and I'm ill. In the like Beastie Boys sense.
Sigrid is ill.
That's
Sigrid
90s
is the
reference,
illest.
yes.
Sigrid is ill. This is 90s slang, and I feel like I was incorporating it pretty well.
Sigrid hella ill.
Sigrid hella ill.
Oh
Yes,
God.
yes. I'm gonna keep doing that too. Thank you for that idea, and it's a lot of fun.
I have the regret.
I I liked Colin's reaction to the first one. Just like, I got nothing.
Next up, Guy. Colin.
Yeah, I played Guy and also Guy, who are the same person, but nobody ever gets it right 100% of the time.
When he's Guy, he's just come from the future. When he's Guy, he's just come from the past.
Oh yeah, that's how that works.
It's pronounced
And actually, the
differently.
character is time traveling almost constantly in one way or another.
Yep. One day I'm going to tie you up for 24 hours, and that will be fun.
Yeah.
We had Everoth. Maybe. Is he muted?
No.
I'm here.
Say bye, Everoth. Tell us about
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I was playing Lucius. I hope you had fun with that last scene forced by the failing of the shadow, which doesn't happen often.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Mawson saw through you like not a shadow. We had Jared.
Hey, I'm Jared. I played Matthias. Matthias picked up a rifle with the know-how of how to know how.
Oh yeah, that could have been fun. That's TL9 rifle as well. I have no problem with your modular abilities in it at any TL.
Oh, right. Time to pick up a piece of shaped rock.
Oh, more cute animals in the chat on Twitch. Finally, is it finally? Z Warrior.
Hey, I'm the warrior. I'm playing Myers, the skeleton.
Oh yeah, Z
He
Warrior
sees
makes
stuff,
the ultimate.
and sometimes it disappears.
Oh yeah, ultimate GURPS characters. too overpowered. He leans into it.
Yeah.
We're all gonna die
Nice.
by Myas. But thanks very much for watching, people who stuck around. You can find us everywhere, just about, at Kobold Cafe, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. thekoboldcafe.com is our website. We'll be back on Thursday with Star Wars. We'll be back next Friday with more of this, and then we'll be back with Sunday after with something entirely new, with airships and yar and swashbuckling. Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
That's all right.
sounds about right. Bye bye. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the cute animals. Yep, that's our cute animal. Tara drew that. Say bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.